Come on down to Brent's Burger Bar. You want to come in here and get some real meat? None of that fake stuff. Just pure cow, baby. Down here at Brent's Burger Bar.
We don't have any freezers.
Oh, well, why would we? Because we make it, we kill it, you eat it, you breathe it, you leave.
We don't even have any refrigerators.
Breathe it and leave it. Go to Bob's f***ing Brent's Burger Bar.
We don't even have a grill.
We don't need one. We have Betty. She lays on the meat. Her big old titties are great for turkey burgers. And this is Lori. She's a she puts some. She makes great grilled cheese. In her
Scoot doo, blabbity blue, scoop dee. Oh yeah.
Okay, come on in. Hey, bud.
How are you,
I'm still setting up here.
How are you?
Ooh-wee. A brisk mile and change walk, and I'm sweating like I just ran.
It was a mile away.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's nice. You listen to a podcast, you get some steps in.
Hey, I don't need to hear about your day life.
Well, let me start. 6 a.m.
I am a little stoned already,
Oh, great.
and
I'm
I
sweating.
do not want to do stuff like this when I'm stoned. So let's just...
I thought that was a harmonica.
Rick's very Gene Wilder.
I know you think that I sometimes remind you of Gene Wilder, but at the moment, my cables are doing an impression of Cables, or I've never seen Cables Wilder, because these are... All right. Whoa. Oh, I thought I caught something. This episode is sponsored by Cash App. For real, no catch. Just download Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code, TYSO10, in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days. And you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. This episode is sponsored by ButcherBox. Right now, ButcherBox is offering our listeners $20 off their first box and free protein for a year. Go to butcherbox.com/TYSO to get this limited time offer and free shipping always. That's butcherbox.com/TYSO. Don't forget to use our link so they know we sent you. Also, I've gotten this meat. We've cooked out. Show a little bit of it, and then you could see now. Right now, while I'm talking, if you're on YouTube, you could see it. This food is delicious. Okay. This episode is sponsored by Cornbread.
cornbread.
Right now, take your shoes off. Listeners can save 30% off their first order and enjoy free shipping on orders over $75. Head to cornbreadhemp.com/TYSO and use TYSO at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/TYSO. Cornbread Hemp.
This is the good life.
Hey guys, my name's Amir K, and I'm so jazzed up to see Ricky's on the Loose tour. Look how excited I got. I can't even contain my armpit sweat.
Go to punchup.live
Fuck.
/Rick Glassman to get tickets to find out when I'm going to be in your city. Also, more cities are being added, so you could sign up for my mailing list, and I'll let you know if I'm within 50 miles.
That's punchup.live /Rick Glassman. Go watch him get on the loose in the rickiest best way possible. Brought to you by Classy Glassy Entertainment. Also
Grand Rapids, Michigan. Dana Beach, Florida.
Buffalo, New York.
Dania.
Buffalo, New York.
Really?
Yeah. North
Nice.
Charleston, South Carolina.
Vermont.
Nope. Toronto, Ontario.
West
Las
Nyack.
Vegas, Nevada, and more cities being added. Punchup.live /Rick Glassman. If you sign up for my mailing list, I'm not going to send you a whole bunch of emails. I'm just going to let you know if I'm within 50 miles of your city. That was good.
That was great.
great,
Really
actually.
good.
The audience is going to see wires, and they're going to be like, what is this, Young Frankenstein?
You're in a good mood or a miserable mood today, but either way, you're being funny.
Let me ask you something as a fan base.
You know what? I do have...
You ever like kind of pet a dog and the dog kind of acts like they're about to...
Oh no.
Oh my God.
That would have been real bad.
Don't let the doggy have it.
I know.
Alan almost got real high. I'm talking real high.
All right, here, you can smoke this over here.
I think I'm okay. Should I smoke that?
I just had an edible and I'm not good with
yeah,
edibles,
great.
but I also am big with peer pressure and not feeling like me, so maybe I'll do
Brent,
that.
Smoke a little bit of this, would you?
All right.
I haven't brushed my teeth yet today, the whole day.
Right on.
And I really want to.
Right on.
So, if you guys could just
Vamp.
Hey.
Nice. You know what's funny about the toothbrush? And I'm not even kidding. My mom sent me this toothbrush. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, she's a stage mom. So I think she sees photos of me and she just thinks in her head, okay.
Little
We're
known
gonna fix his
fact,
teeth.
Brent's sister, John Benet Ramsey.
But she sent this thing that's like, like that thing you bite down on that's supposed to help like whiten your teeth. So I thought she sent me that, but it's actually a toothbrush. And I got to tell you, I love it. Because all you do is in the morning you put toothpaste in it, you do this, and it just cleans. It's like you just left the dentist.
No way. Does it have bristles in there?
Oh, yeah, but they look like the inside of a pit bull's mouth a little bit. But it doesn't hurt. It's kind of sexual. And then you're able to do anything else you want to do.
Where would you get one of those things?
I don't know. I'm going to have to ask my mom, but yeah, I tested it out. And then I realized she used me as a test dummy because I said, Mom, actually, you know what, this toothbrush is pretty great. And she goes, okay, Jerry, then we'll get it. And I went, oh, okay. So I was the test for this.
Nice.
That's why you did it. It wasn't about me. It was about you.
On this episode of Toothbrushes.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, what about a podcast called Toothbrushes and you just review toothbrushes the whole time?
I think there's probably a 9-year-old Asian kid doing that somewhere. What is that, unboxing where kids get paid a fortune?
Yeah, is that still a thing? I remember it was like really popular about 5-6 years ago.
Oh, it's huge.
Unboxing.
It's a very interesting house, isn't it? Doesn't it kind of feel like Rick's place looks like
I've never been comfortable in Rick's place ever.
No. Well, lived next door to him for 8 years. But, some of it because of all the memorabilia. It's like walking into a storage unit. It's a very nice place, public.
Did Rick just fall down the stairs?
Yeah. And we're on camera. And I'm like really sweating. Let's put the AC on. Oh, nice. Good AC.
Great AC. Quiet. Nice and quiet. Is that a workout machine right there, Rig?
Rig.
Yeah.
I love it, Rig.
What the fuck?
So, I just want to acknowledge, in case anybody notices, there's a little bit of teriyaki sauce that was from a meal I just had. I was planning on spraying these shorts and changing before you guys got here, but if it was between that and brushing my teeth, if as you can imagine, and leave in the comments, guess, brushing my teeth. Hello? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can't hear a thing.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow. All right, guys. I want to ask you to give me exactly what I want today.
Okay.
Sex.
That's not what I want. That is what I want. For the audio only people, go to YouTube and put in the comments who you thought I was talking to. Ooh. And if you're on YouTube, also guess.
Let's be so serious. Let's do a whole episode where we're so serious.
I want you guys to be very serious.
Okay.
Done.
I want to try to have a serious podcast with my serious best buds.
Great.
So, Amir, how was your day?
It was fantastic.
Amir, please.
Please.
Could you
Amir.
be a better actor?
Yeah.
Could you be a better actor?
Absolutely.
Because the
Fantastic
audience,
actor.
my audience, and I call them my audience the same way Donald Trump calls Americans his people. It sounds wrong, but we mean it.
Right.
My audience, when it comes to the comedy space, is the smartest audience.
Right.
They're going to understand your brilliance if you stop busting my balls and act serious.
Gotcha.
All right. Amir, how was your day? Can't do it, can you?
It's impossible.
You know what? Acting serious is really tough for some people.
It's
I'm really
really
good at it.
hard.
Watch this. Brent, interview me. Watch this.
Hello, Rick. How was your day?
Good. Had a little bit to eat. Spilled a little on my shorts.
Objection.
My man. I got to be honest. There's something about him.
No, I agree. When it comes to funny, you are amazing.
Thank you so much.
But when it comes to serious, I want to
So
see it.
embarrassing.
Okay.
Ryan
I'll be
Gosling
completely
never
serious.
sweats.
Ryan Gosling does sweat. Have you never seen Remember the Titans?
He wasn't even sweating, and he was barely in it.
You're thinking of Sunshine, the QB.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan fucking danced and sweat.
You're right.
I usually am, aren't I?
I don't know.
Try to find 3 times I've ever been wrong.
Well, I was gonna make a really inappropriate joke right away.
Oh, it looks like you were wrong.
Well, you were wrong about the crisis in Ukraine.
How so?
I don't know. I didn't know what to say. 3 times you've been wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, Amir, how was your day?
My day was great. I
Boring. No, you guys, welcome to the Take Your Shoes Off podcast. It's your host, Rick Glassman, back at you for episode number 310. And we are excited to have two friends that have never podcasted together with me.
This is
but
great.
have been on the podcast without me. Amir K, or as I like to call him, Amir Kamyab.
Yeah,
Am I saying it right?
you said it exactly right.
Did
pal.
you know that?
I didn't.
Right. Do you know Apu's last name?
Apu.
Do you know Apu's last name? Nahasihita Petalan.
Wow.
Do you know Sona's last name?
Mosesian.
Do you know how to spell it?
Yeah.
How?
Movsian.
Nope.
Whoops.
Movsesian. I've made it a point to learn brown people's names
Why is that?
because not enough people do it. Because let's be honest,
Yeah.
they're too hard.
Yeah, but can I ask you a question?
Let
do
me
you do you like you're kind of,
I don't.
ethnically ambiguous, right?
I'm white.
He's
Really?
not ethically
Do you-
ambiguous.
No,
What
but
could he be?
would you look at him and think that he's just, oh, you're a white guy? Because I'm a white guy. I'm sweating. I can't deal with heat. I breathe heavy.
Brent's been out of breath for 30.
Yeah, I know.
He got-
I know.
Why'd you walk here?
Well, because I got rid of my car
Why didn't you Uber here?
because it was kind of a nice breeze outside, and I live like a mile away.
So how come that wasn't answer number one?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? We are so defensive that when we come up with solutions ourselves, we think to challenge them. But when others impart them upon us, we think to defend against the righteousness of them. If he wanted to take a walk because it was a nice breeze, he wouldn't have suggested his lack of car. But because it was, I offered a solution. Not that it had to be taken, not that he was even right, but the fact that you wouldn't even consider it shows me how inconsiderate you are. For that, you are the weakest link, and you have to leave, and now it's just Amir and me.
Okay.
How you gonna get home? Wait, how you gonna get home?
Waymo.
I'm going to take a very nice, breezy walk because it's a beautiful day.
You know what? You could stay. You redeemed yourself. Now, I know that may come across as me being a villain, but sometimes people think Batman is. I'm Batman of
Batman's
comedy.
got a lot of issues.
Why? Because he's gay? Or people think I'm gay?
Do people think you're gay, Rick?
There's been a rumor that's been spread around. I don't know who did it.
Sorry.
There's two guys that are making up these lies that are saying that there was stuff that I propositioned them for, and they're lying.
Really?
And people
Is that
have been
true?
No, it's not. I mean, it's not true, but people are saying it. There's been a lot of people that are claiming to have pictures or stuff that I know they don't because
There's a lot of people?
there's two guys, two different guys.
Oh,
Two different guys from where? And they've reached out to you on...
Just I've heard that they are talking about this from people. People told me, hey, these guys were telling me this stuff.
Do we know them?
I kind of know them. I met them one night.
Lil Bow Wow.
This wasn't me and Santino, right? Because we were all naked together once with those other two guys. Those guys. Yeah.
Great acting.
Nice.
Dude, great acting.
Nice. Are you really dealing with that?
A lot of people think I'm gay, and I'm not. And if I was, I'd admit it.
I had a guy that was at a show who was convinced that we were married in a past life, and then he stalked me all through every gig I had in Texas.
What did he look like? Was he hot?
No. So I was like, what did I look like back then?
Amir, do you find it easier to learn Middle Eastern names or Chinese people's names?
I think both is equally difficult for me.
That's the most real you've ever been, dude.
I'll continue to be real.
Cancel culture is trying to get people to stop saying that for white people or for whatever Middle Eastern people. I mean, you're
there
Middle
he
Eastern.
goes.
Yeah.
But for white
I
people.
think that cancer culture is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
And it's not to...
Are you talking about like mesothelioma?
Yeah.
Did I add an omia? Mesothelioma? Sometimes I mistake mesothelioma with misophonia.
I think it's
Misophonia.
What's misophonia? You're scared
Misophonia is like,
Obviously, it's a Japanese or
it's like,
name.
you're watching a dinner scene in a movie and you can't stand the way people are eating and shit.
Or you're just having dinner with your dad. Right,
Yeah.
bud?
Oh,
Alvin?
I can't stand dinner scenes. Ding, 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 ding.
Racist.
What's your
Well,
worst dinner
yeah,
scene?
Asian dinner scenes.
He's really
Well,
racist.
I'll tell you, Sopranos. Anytime they're eating, anytime that Soprano was stabbing that food, and he
Whenever
goes,
Tony
"Well,
would
we got to
eat-
figure this out, you know. We're gonna do it." I'm
way he-
sweating like him,
the
so I
way
can do
his
it.
pasta made that sound that I don't even
Yeah.
want to do because not only is my audience smart, they all also have misophonia. So
No, it's just. Well, you
so
gotta-
anyway, Brent,
No. I feel it. I didn't know I could do this. He always stabs his fork into like the penne, and he goes, "Well, what are you doing? What's your problem? I'm trying to eat here." Okay, I can't do it.
that was great.
That was actually really good. I thought
Amir,
the
I bet
beginning
you
was
could
good.
do it.
Hey,
Amir, will you do it for real? Amir is a very,
Amir's
very,
really good at
very,
this.
very,
Yeah.
incredible, like professional. What's it called? Impressionist, but also like character
A
and
mimic.
voices and stuff.
He's good at- he's a mimic.
But also he gets embarrassed to do stuff and he plays it bad because it's vulnerable to just do the trick.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you. I don't know if you've ever done a Tony Soprano,
I've never done a Tony Soprano.
but you could. But you could do a Tony Soprano energy.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Cool. Could you talk about like that for a little bit?
So what? Yeah. All right. You ready?
Yeah,
Me and Brent gonna do a scene.
I'll
for
be
you.
Paulie Walnuts.
Hey, Polly Walnuts, we gotta get him. It's been too long. He's been brushing his teeth before the podcast.
What are you busting my balls for?
Well,
Okay.
Stay.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't find it, and I got embarrassed. I'm in character. Here we go.
all right. Hey, Polly Walnuts.
What?
You heard of this guy, Rick Glassman? He's got a show, Take Your Shoes Off.
Look at Mick. I don't know who he is, but I'll do whatever it takes.
Here's the deal. We're gonna go find him. I'm gonna choke him out while you stab him in the stomach
No,
with a
no,
screwdriver.
don't make it so. Because kids listen to this stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, then I'll be Christopher.
I thought we were doing a mob scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for
It's a mob
kids.
scene.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Hey,
mob scene for kids.
Listen,
Go ahead.
Frankie Walnuts.
No. It's call me Christopher now.
Hey, Christopher.
Why?
You heard of this guy, Rick Glassman?
I don't know why you gotta break my balls about this. I just got back.
Listen, this
I could do
kid's got a dog named Alvin.
What's the deal with Alvin?
Alvin's a great puppy, you know. I'd like to take him to the dog park sometime. But the thing is, Rick ain't letting me see Alvin. So what I think I'm gonna do is hire a clown.
Are you calling me a clown? You think this is funny? You think what you're doing is funny for me?
Different voices every time.
No, the,
Edible kicked in. What are you breaking my balls for?
I'm telling you, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hire a clown. He's
Yeah.
gonna go up to Rick and pretend it's his birthday.
I don't know why. Man, I really suck. Oh, no, believe in yourself. All right. What do you mean, Adrian?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people do voices, dude.
Yeah,
That was
I don't know how they
crazy.
do it.
Like,
that was crazy.
It's so crazy how much you think right away you can do it, and then it just hits, and you can't do it.
I know, I can't.
I'm gonna try it again now. Here we
Hey,
go.
I
Give
got
me another
I got a
character.
question for you, but before you answer, I want you to tell me two truths and a fact. Fact.
Fine.
You said you hired a clown to pretend it's my birthday.
Hired a clown. Pretend it's your birthday. Get you a cake from Costco and everything.
I
And
don't
if
know
you-
what's going on with Christopher.
And if you're lucky, what do you want?
Will you put the drink? You put the drink on the tray, please.
Of course. Hey, Frankie Walnuts, I tell you about Rick Glassman. He's got OCD like you wouldn't believe.
All right, I want to try Tony one more time. In when he's in therapy, you be what's the therapist's name again? I just watched this. Just be the therapist. Everybody knows.
Molly, therapist. I think her name was therapist Molly.
She was great. Nona, I just watched that today.
Dr. Melfi.
All right.
Well, Tony Soprano.
What? You bring me here, you want to have this conversation. I felt good for a second. The breathing.
Try a little better. So, how have your spells been?
You know, I got a whole thing going on over here. I got people over there doing things.
Just do the penguin.
No. I got this. I got to commit. If I don't
is
commit,
it-
I'll never work again. Go
All right,
ahead.
Okay.
I got it.
So, Tony.
What? I'm sorry I'm late. I mean, what do you want from me?
Well, I recently got back from having to stay in a motel for 2 weeks. I'm a little disappointed.
What, do you want to bust my balls?
I come in here, I try to talk to you about stuff that's going on.
I'm feeling insecure because I'm feeling like this is boring now.
When Adrian was there.
Is it Adrian?
No, you're thinking of Rocky.
Oh.
Adrian.
Adrian.
Wait, is it Adrian? It is Adrian.
Yeah.
It's something like that, right?
Adrian's from Rocky. Yeah.
No, but it's also, isn't that her name?
I don't know.
I wasn't a Sopranos guy.
What's Tony Soprano's wife's name?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Cast of Tony Soprano.
And one of the problems that I had here.
Sopranos, I mean.
I told Christopher he's got to go down there and do the job. That's the problem. I'm sorry. Just had to deal with a lot of things today.
Carmela.
Christopher, I feel like I'm not being a good dad.
And C, let's figure something else out.
So, Amir,
Yes, sir.
I heard you're growing your hair out for a movie? Amir, I hear you. What are you growing your hair out for?
Well, I'm for a movie.
Oh, that's awesome. You know he's growing his hair out for a movie?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
What movie?
Oh, I'm not in the movie. I'm just watching Godfather 3 next week. And I want to make sure I have long hair when I watch it. That's the 6th time I've done this joke on this podcast.
Hey, could you,
Nice.
you could do impressions of people.
Yeah.
But if I ever asked you to do an impression of a restaurant, do you think you'd be able to do it?
Absolutely. Give it to me.
All right. El Pollo Loco.
Can I get a Coke, please?
Number 36.
Oh, are you trying to get to that joke? Yeah. Oh, my God. El Pollo Loco. Are you out of your mind?
What is it?
Oh, it's Baja Fresh.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's Baja
well, can I hear
Fresh.
your impression of Baja Fresh?
Yeah.
You don't want to do it on this?
I mean, I'd have to play my phone.
Well.
It's not queued up.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll talk about it later. Get it ready.
Okay.
Get it ready. Get it ready now. Hey, Brent. You ever been to Hello Fresh?
Yeah.
Baja Fresh?
Yeah, I've been to Baja Fresh.
Only one, or have you been to a few?
Been to a few. I actually really like it. It's underrated. I find it. My stomach is a little better at Baja Fresh.
Number 36, you all ready? Number 2, pitch. That's my favorite joke to do of all time. Get it, number 2, pitch. You never know what they're saying. And they get mad.
Did you say 36?
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I think I said it a little more clearly than I do. These mics are good too.
It sounded good in this.
It did?
Yeah, because
It
that's
did,
how you
'cause
hear
it
that.
distorted,
It
yeah.
sounded so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Well, you know what? That's the one laugh I needed today.
I love Amir's dog. His dog is 19 years old now.
No.
Yeah, he was going through a little rough time.
I understand by rough time, is that his words?
Mm-hmm.
But jokes aside, he had to have surgery, didn't he?
Yeah, it was bad, man. Like I just had to get him a $7,200 surgery.
Ugh.
Yeah, fake tits ain't cheap. Rick, we should go on the road together.
You know, this guy's pretty funny.
Hey,
I know.
But also you talk about how, because the dachshund and the boobs go across just run across the ground, huh?
yeah,
Don't tread on me.
don't tread
Are
on
you
him.
just trying to use his materials?
Oh, he's been walking me into bits the whole show.
Yeah, you were playing Christopher Soprano. I was playing Christopher walking Amir into his bits.
I think it's Christopher Colinoli or Canoli or something.
Yeah,
right?
he's a cousin.
Goes you alone, Leo.
What do you want here?
I just feel like I can do it, but I can't. It's
Dude,
not in there.
Did your parents leave? Why?
They went back home.
To Palm Springs?
No, Ohio.
I still haven't figured out my ass. There's just nothing there.
But
Oh,
What?
Brantos.
Alvin.
do you sit on couches at home? Or do you?
That's going to be a bad one. Oh, I'm sorry, Alvin.
Oh, that is bad. I apologize.
I could tell by the tone of it, it was
Yeah.
going to be real bad, bud.
It's like a baritone. It's
What's
like
wrong? Am I not in frame?
I think you are.
What's the deal with
I
that?
can't tell on that one. You might need to be closer to Brent. But
Okay.
whatever.
I'm radiating heat.
Number 36.
That was the most Asian.
That was racist.
That
Number
was a-
36. Why is that racist, but yours isn't?
No,
it's-
because his is authentic. Yours was you literally open with the
Oh,
song
yeah.
being ching chong,
Yeah.
ching chong.
Whoa.
That's
whoa,
what you
whoa.
just said.
If I did, I apologize. And I honestly didn't know that. You were doing that on purpose. And
I wasn't doing it on purpose. I was
yours.
repeating it.
No,
Guys, I was repeating it.
No,
man.
Fuck it. It
yours,
worked
dude.
for Shane Gillis.
That's
Maybe
yours.
I need to get canceled.
That's yours. No, Shane Gillis isn't successful because he got canceled. Shane Gillis is successful because he's a really, really talented, funny comedian. What's your beef with him?
Why does he keep saying that?
He said some stuff about him. Yeah.
No way.
Can I be serious right now?
I don't think Amir can.
Two things. One,
And two.
dude, Tyre season 2 is actually it's really great.
Okay, you're just trying to save face, man.
Yeah. Well, he's a good guy. Never met him. Looks like one of my cousins.
Which one?
I don't know. We're white. We all look alike.
No, man.
Hey, do you remember that guy that we ate at the Chinese food place?
God, I'm sliding because I have no
I do.
Did you ever watch that thing I sent you?
I did not watch it.
This is great or horrible right now.
With that hat and those glasses, you look like if you opened up.
Don't be the meanest. Don't be the meanest.
It won't be.
You could be middle of the ground mean.
I don't
I'm
even
fine
think-
with that. Middle of the ground.
I don't even think this will be mean.
I don't want to be walking home and questioning things.
I really don't think
I want
this
to
is
walk
mean.
home and go, that was a good time, and it hurt a little bit. It doesn't kill me. So just if you want to be middle of the road mean, I'm fine with that.
At the worst, middle of the road mean. I don't even think it's mean,
Okay,
really.
But if it's stuff that we've privately talked
No.
about, then it's gonna-
Would I ever? You know me.
That's very true.
Hold on.
That's very true.
Hold on. You
Yeah.
know me. Would I
Yeah.
ever do that?
No.
Okay.
So
So
what do
check
I
this
look
out.
like? Yeah.
With that hat and those glasses, you look like if you had a restaurant or something, you would make the mascot like Bob's Big Boy.
Okay.
That looks like you look like
Bob's
the new
Big
cool
Boy.
Bob's Big Boy. If it was Brent's.
Okay, I see
Brent.
what you did there. You added cool to Bob's Big Boy because you think I look like a fucking big boy.
I think you look
I
fake
look like
right
Big
now.
Boy.
No.
Yeah.
Has
Let
nothing,
me
no. Bob's Big Boy is just because there's a statue of
Oh,
Bob's
yeah.
Big Boy outside. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
saying you look like Bob's Big Boy. I could say you look like where else? What else is a statue?
Okay.
You look like
Say
a statue.
Say it. Say another statue.
Shane Gillis' cousin.
Okay, I can take that.
No, really, you just look like it's a fake head. It looked like you
Well,
have a fake head.
Okay, so a little.
Hold on, look
like
to
Jimmy
the
Neutron?
camera and don't move your head. Hey, Amir, just stand still. Amir, doesn't this look like a real Brent Morin? This life-size figure that I got?
Dude, I drove by Brent's Burger Barn the other day, and it was
looked just like this.
exactly in the front with big old pie-catching overalls.
Come on down to Brent's Burger Bar. You want to come in here and get some real meat? None of that fake stuff. Just pure cow, baby. Down here at Brent's Burger Bar.
We don't have any freezers.
Oh, well, why would we? Because we make it, we kill it, you eat it, you breathe it, you leave.
We don't even have any refrigerators.
Breathe it and leave it. Go to Bob fucking Brent's Burger Bar.
We don't even have a grill.
We don't need one. We have Betty. She lays on the meat. Her big old titties are great for turkey burgers. And we got Dale. Hi, guys. Dale. Been working here as a grill since it fucking opened. I met him because I heard heavy breathing down an alley one night, and it was wheezy. And I looked and I said, wow, that trash can's different. And it wasn't. It was just a big fat fucking guy, and Gary. And Gary can make you bison burgers. And this is Lori. She's a slut. She puts some. She makes great grilled cheese in her pussy.
So that was a commercial for Brent's Burgers.
Yeah. That's
Okay, so my feelings are hurt, and I'll tell you exactly why. Bob's, what's his name? Big
Brent.
Boy? Big Boys. Okay, so Big Boy. I'll be walking and I'll think, fuck, it didn't work out today. Maybe I am a little big. And the other thing is,
I didn't think
made
he was
fun of my
thinking
head.
fat.
I wasn't thinking big.
It doesn't matter. Damage is done.
I was just thinking of to be honest with you, of his head out
Well,
there.
Yep. And now
Maybe he's big
head.
because he's tall.
Oof. Okay, I understand where we're coming from. It's the hat
And the
puff.
glasses
Yeah.
on your face.
Not going to be a great walk home, but I won't cry. You didn't cross the line.
What's-
You didn't cross the line. That's a medium burn.
What would have been a real bad one? Yeah.
I don't want to know, but it's in there.
You say it.
I
then.
feel like you have worse ones than he's ever gonna come up with.
Oh God, I'm still sliding down. I don't have an ass. Yeah, it's because you look like a fat fucking piece of shit with no ass. That is a low burn because it's funny because it's so mean. A medium burn is like, where are your calf muscles? You know. Now you might think about that later.
I know I have my father's legs.
Exactly.
I always have.
And I know that we've talked
fine
about
about
this.
it.
So it's
I've
that's a
dumped.
medium
You
burn.
haven't. No burn.
A big burn would be something like, what happened to you? I mean, you used to have a jawline. Like I'm talking to me.
Christ.
That's what it would be to me. This is the best you've ever looked. But I'm getting abused out there. and, and it's understandable. And I'm getting real close to leaning into it. I want to just me, Buscemi, Paul Giamatti. Fuck it. I'll live right in the middle.
What do you?
Paul.
Is this your self-talk every day?
You know, I met Paul. I accepted an award on his behalf, actually.
And the Astra goes to
Paul Giamatti for Holdovers.
Stop the music! Stop the music! Stop the music! Thank you. We're going to cut real quick. I'll accept it. I first saw Paul Giamatti in Win Win, and I thought he was fantastic in it. Paul Giamatti. Paul Giamatti. Paul Giamatti. Paul Giamatti. Just the women. Paul Giamatti. Paul Giamatti. Okay? Paul. Yo. Paul Giamatti isn't, I don't know. Thank you. And, fuck artificial intelligence.
It's and he's really a great guy.
Fake tits ain't cheap.
Amir, tell me about things. You've been on the road with Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, it's been real
Theo.
fun.
And I hear that those shows are massive, dude.
They're so big, man.
What's
So
the biggest
cool.
audience that you guys played in front of?
I think like 13,
I mean,
14,
like heaviest,
maybe.
like
14
what city?
million?
I would say Indiana or somewhere.
14 what? 14,000?
14,000, 16,000, I guess, something like
Nice.
that. I mean, they're those, big ones.
And how many minutes do you do up top?
Like anywhere from 15 to 25. I don't know. It's weird. It's random every time, depending on when he's ready, when he wants to come out and all that.
How does that work? You find out right beforehand? I need you to do.
No. I just will be up there until he's ready.
Oh, so
Wow.
So
There's no time.
So when it's time to get off, how much notice do you get?
Our tour manager Biz will light me.
And you'll have how many more minutes?
I don't like a couple minutes, and I
So
usually wrap
do
it
you
up.
are you afraid to do any bits that are more than a couple minutes
Not
long?
at all. No, I've kind of figured that out, because I kind of just like I'm riffing a lot too, so it's not a lot of material.
Yeah.
Why?
It's got to be a much different experience as a comedian because
Excuse me.
playing arenas.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to pass through, but you guys were talking, and I got real interested in this. God.
It's just different, yeah.
Sorry, I'm
every
going to
night.
Brent's Barn Burger. Go ahead. Sorry.
Why not bits? Because you're opening the show?
Well, no, because I just like you said, a lot of my stories are long, so
Right.
like I save that for the hour, but I kind of just do like a mini commercial for if people want to come see me again.
But wouldn't you want them to see some of your jokes?
Yeah, absolutely. So I do a few, but on the shorter side,
Right.
and then
Like Bob Smallboy.
yeah.
What?
Well,
Well, that's great.
yeah,
How-
I
have
do
you-
it. But the thing is, you never know because like he made like every show he's different about when he wants to come out. So I don't know. I kind of just play it by ear every show.
Wow, that's pretty great.
But I got
Have you found that it's like been really one obviously a different form of doing that, doing stand up. Have you found like ways of doing and playing an arena that it's I'm not good at
Could you?
questions.
I was just going to ask if you could
I'm
put
not
that
good
through
at questions.
ChatGPT or something. This episode is sponsored by Cornbread.
Cornbread.
I've been taking their CBD gummies. I love a CBD. I hate how loud you're swallowing them. But if it's making you anxious, pop in one of these. This is a low-calorie drink. Oh yeah, they have this drink.
Yeah.
I have it in here. Is
it that?
No, it's this. These things. They're 5 milligram spritzers. I don't know why these people have these 100 milligram things, but
Yeah.
that's too much. Made with pure THC and all natural ingredients, no synthetics. Perfect for unwinding, kicking back, and
Cornbread.
enjoying the moment. That's right. This stuff is good, and it could be in you. And right, this stuff is good, and then we'll cut to you saying cornbread again.
Cornbread.
Right now, Take Your Shoes Off listeners can save 30% off their first order and enjoy free shipping on orders over $75. That's crazy. That's probably like their cost.
Yeah, right.
Listen, if you want to try this stuff, or if you don't care but you would, just do it, because I'll be honest, like, it makes me look good. I need people to buy some stuff. I'm not going to lie to you. It doesn't have to be this. If it's something else I sponsor.
Look, buy it.
Go to
You'll love it.
cornbreadhemp.com/TYSO and use TYSO at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/TYSO.
Cornbread.
Hemp.
Listen to this, guys.
This is the good life. Oh.
And that is how you do an ad read. I'll tell you one thing. If you hold on, don't snap me.
This episode is sponsored by Cash App. Are you sick and tired of being owed money? And people are like, I would love to give you the money, but how am I going to give it to you? I don't have gold, or I don't even have cash. Oh, what do you want me to do, dude? Just why do I even have to pay you anything? Well, that's where Cash App comes in, because Cash App is a safe, easy, and fast way to send, receive, and transfer money to family and friends. Not just family, not just friends, but both. Like, it could be a buddy you went to school with, or it could be a sister of yours, which I love. Here's a quote that this is a quote right here. I'm reading it. I love using Cash App because it's fast, it's safe, and it just makes life way less stressful. Sometimes you just want to send and receive money without all the bullshit. Cash App, baby. For a limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real. There's no catch. Just download Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code, TYSO10, in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. This episode is sponsored by ButcherBox. ButcherBox makes it easy to mix things up with high-quality, responsibly sourced proteins that are full of flavor, not fillers. Listen, I want to read some of these things because it's probably relevant to people. Does your freezer look like a crime scene of forgotten leftovers? Mine did until I found ButcherBox. Relevant. But I also want to tell you, like, when you're a best man and you're, like, reading a speech and you're like, let me just talk from the heart. Let me do that with ButcherBox. I was visiting family recently. I had ButcherBox send some fillets, some New Yorks, a ribeye, and some chicken breasts. The food is so good. The food is grass-fed, no antibiotics, all the stuff that is like good, but also like it tastes really, really good. And with this deal, you get free protein for a year, it says. What that means is with every order, you get to pick what it is. You'll see when you go online, but the food is really, really good. All ButcherBox proteins are sourced from partners who meet strict animal welfare and sustainability standards. That means no antibiotics or added hormones ever. Here's the call to action, baby. Right now, ButcherBox is offering our listeners $20 off their first box and free protein for a year. Go to butcherbox.com/TYSO to get this limited time offer and free shipping always. That's butcherbox.com/TYSO. Don't forget to use our link so they know we sent you.
You know, can I give you a little? I'm not going to call it advice because you're not going to want to take advice. I'm going to offer an idea.
Medium burn, go ahead.
Okay, here's an
Medium and
idea.
salt.
Instead of thinking about what to ask somebody, try and describe your curiosity.
Great.
What is it that you're wanting to either understand or believe or be reminded by?
Fantastic.
Try that. When you're thinking of him, arenas, time, it's a little different. What are you curious about?
Don't lead my question. I get what you said.
What are you curious about?
So when you're in Indiana and you're going down Framingham Avenue and then you get to the arena and it's like, is the stage better? Like, do you have fun on that stage?
This is a serious question, right?
No,
it wasn't.
I was doing a bit. I was.
There's a really. I'm perfect at it now. Because like there's a time to not do a bit. Usually you do bits, but sometimes you can't do it.
Okay.
I recognize those, and I don't think you do. That was one of the ones where it shouldn't have been a bit.
Okay, I'll ask a real question right now, but can I also give you some advice? because you got to know who you're interviewing, and when you're doing this shit with your hands, I missed everything you said because I was going, where the hell is that train going?
Okay.
So anyway. What's been the learning curve having to play arenas versus comedy clubs?
No.
Like that?
No, that's not your curiosity. I'm not asking you to make a concise question.
Well, that is kind of it, though. I'm curious.
Let me show you what I mean. Okay.
I've only played a couple arenas.
Hey, I've only played a couple arenas, and I don't really know what it's like. Have you noticed that arenas are always something different than comedy clubs, or is it always just different?
Shut your fucking mouth, Brent.
That wasn't okay. That was a deep burn.
You just Brent. Every episode he comes on, he tries to pass a new catchphrase because he's looking for new merch, and I can already tell this episode's he's gonna try to sell shirts to say that's a deep burn.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a good shirt.
Yeah, he's really good. Every podcast he comes on. The last catchphrase was, "Oops, those are my piggies." Remember?
Oh yeah.
Try and use that a lot again tonight.
Fucking hell. I mean, we keep it up. We keep dropping the ball. Whoops, there's my piggies.
yes. People love it, dude.
Yeah.
That's
big women. Thoughts. Is that better? Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
okay,
good.
I'm getting it. So it's been fun, though.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been great.
Oops, I just sounded like my little piggies. Do you think girls, when they have big boobs and they're natties, so they're flopping down and they get an itch underneath, do you think they instead of having to go like this, do you think they ever could scratch the top of their boob hard enough that it scratches the back of the boob to their chest? Let me give you an example. When your balls itch, sometimes you gotta like, give it like the little Asian hearts. You have to like do this, or sometimes you could just like kind of grab the whole thing and pull because it takes care of it. I'm asking for that kind of boob itch.
Nice. He just farted.
I heard.
I love it.
And what's interesting? He put the microphone to the front of him, but we heard it from the back. That's what I'm talking about a boob itch.
So you're talking about with the boob itch, basically. No, hear me out.
You sound like a black ghost talking to a female.
So you're wondering if women with natural tits are trying to rub under the old thing, instead of using two hands to get under that, right? You're wondering if they, kaleidoscope it, just like this.
Can I hear you do the black ghost who's talking to a woman disrespectfully?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Tried to help.
Hey, boo, motherfucker. Hey, man. you oughta move out of this house, man. Because we're gonna be in here, too. So, how you want to do it, man? You want to stick around? That's fine with me. But, hey, man, you got to get your things and go. If you want to play it by ear, you can, because, hey, don't touch that, man. There's my little piggies.
That was great. That was great.
Thank you.
That was great.
Also, you can't do that. And I want to say that that's not okay.
Who says? You says?
I just think that's not okay.
I think it's okay.
It's. I'll tell you why it is okay.
Hear you while my headphones are off. What'd you say?
Love that bit. It scared the shit out of me, Joe. Right now, I thought I was having a panic attack.
Brent, you don't have to tell me why it was okay. I'm joking.
Right.
I'm joking. I'm joking that I was even going to let it stay in the episode because that's not okay.
But I was going to joke the joke.
I know.
So they're sick. People are sick.
Who's that?
You guess.
RFK.
Tommy.
RFK's like.
Oh, can you do it?
He could do it, dude.
Can I tell you a story? Fuck, I forget the coach. God damn it, what's his name?
Vince Lombardi?
No, yeah. So me and Theo were talking to Vince Lombardi, and
you could have just kept going.
I'm going.
What team?
So listen. So we're talking to Vince Lombardi, and Vince Lombardi goes, "Hey, how close are you with Bobby?" To Theo, and Theo thinks he's talking about Bobby. Yeah. So he goes, "Oh man, we're friends," and then I start doing an impression.
He thinks he's talking about Bobby Kennedy.
Yes. And so he starts answering as if he is, and I thought as well that he was talking about Bobby Kennedy. Mm-hmm. And so I start going, I start doing that to him. I go, "Cocksucker, did you get your vaccine?" Like that. and he goes, he looks at Theo and he goes, "Bobby." He was doing Bobby Lee.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought you were doing an impression of Bobby Lee going through a Jack in the Box drive-thru and pranking the person behind the counter.
I was. As a matter of fact.
And that's the twist.
Can I hear what that sounds like?
Hey. What is it? Bobby going through.
Sometimes when people aren't in my head with me, and I don't realize that, and then I remember that, and I just get a little disappointed.
In yourself?
No.
Oh, so us.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed in us?
No. I'm talking about
That's
a childish
medium burn.
I'm talking about a childish feeling I have, which is I want people to play with me exactly how I want them to play with me. And as I've gotten older, I've learned not only is that not fair, let alone possible, I also realized how much I was losing out on only being willing to play this way. It's like, I love this restaurant and I only want to eat here. That will be true, but try some of the other ones. And I've learned to play differently and better with other people. The way they like to play, the way we like to play. But sometimes I get to a place where I want to play the way I want to play, and it's not right. But if this were a sexual conversation, have you ever made love to a woman that you're in a relationship with and you guys have sex in different ways? And sometimes this woman might want to be used to be like, to make you, pleasure you. Like they and sometimes it's like, yeah, I'm just your little fucking slut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm your little fucking slut. Just fuck me and just fucking, I'm your little cum whore. And you're like, all right, But then, wait, hold on. I don't remember what I was saying, but I will, and I'll be able to go back to it. What are we talking about? For real, hold on.
You know what?
For real.
We don't think you're right for this job.
please, for real, tell me what we're talking about.
That you have people in your head, and we're not in
not
your
playing
head.
the way. Got it.
You want to play the way you want to play.
Got it. Yeah. So sometimes
I
it's
got
like
a bunch of stray cats in a dark alley in my head.
Okay.
They're running around.
I'm just gonna lose the analogy.
No, you got it.
What I want to say is sometimes you might be like, oh, I just want to make eye contact and feel loved and close. I'm not in the mood for that kind of play yet. But if the other person really wants to play that way, you could be like, yeah, you're my little, you could probably get into it. But you're playing the way they wanted to first, and it inspired it. But sometimes I might not want to just be. Maybe I just want to make love.
So the 5 S's you made. You're talking about
Samurais.
sensual, sex, satirical. Sometimes you want to just kind of giggle and come. And
you said and like there's not another one after this.
No.
And is just for the last.
No. Yeah. And seductive.
Okay, that's 4. That's what I was trying to say.
And,
how about the 5th one?
Sarcastic. Like, oh, I'm having such a great time.
All right, yeah. Well, anyway, sometimes I want to play a certain way, and
dude, the whole time you were talking, I tried to think of 5 S's. And like the whole time, that wasn't even improv. That was me in my head going, what are they?
Oh, Amir, do you want to leave?
Oof, sacrifice.
Sacrifice sex?
Yeah. Like,
I think sex was even one of the things you listed. Amir, do you want to leave? You can.
Thank you.
All right.
God, thank God.
This is the second time this happened to us. Glenn
Really?
Powelton left us.
You could just go anywhere you want. There's one right there. Don't let the door split you on the Lord hit you.
It's not the script, but my God, was that genius.
All right, check this out.
Okay.
Noble minds suffer passionate loss, yet to be exempt from feelings would to share in a lack of regret. Because a mind's eye sees forward, yet behind us lacks the present. Yet in the past beneath us, how could today stay irreverent? I'm neither friend nor foe of my own energies. I never give or take from my own supply. But whether I'm cold or hot, tired or ornery, I never see myself when I look in my eyes. I used to think I was afraid to look in the mirror because of shallow insecurities, but now I know the real fear is to take a look inside of me. have I become who I wanted and that scares me so because there's no more room to learn, there's no place left to grow? Or is it something more sinister, scary, and savant? Sex addict, symbolism, 6, 7, sont. And we're back.
Good pee?
Excellent pee. Yes. No problem, Rick.
Do you want something else to drink?
I'm good, thanks, bud.
I was going to offer you some of my cum. I've been freezing it in case I meet a woman to have a baby with, and my cum's no good.
Sacrifice.
Sperm.
Oh, fuck.
I love this kind of high, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm being received. I know I'm being received, at least by you two, so I want to thank you. This feeling, this kind of high that I am right now with whatever other dopamine I have from friend playing.
Yeah.
I'm relaxed. I'm silly. I'm happy. I love it.
How many milligrams?
I took 3 that kicked in probably when you guys got here, and I took another 3 or 4 that probably kicked in right now.
And that is why Rick is funny.
So you got the.
I'm sorry. Did somebody just open a root beer?
Why?
And that.
Because of that.
Touche, good man. I've always found myself to be a little bit.
Yeah, I would say, well.
Please
Do you guys ever go on stage and have a set where you're not funnier than necessarily other comedians? I'm not saying, what I'm about to say is not about being funnier than everybody. It's about you being the funniest person in the world because there is nothing to compare it to. Not because it's unique necessarily, but because only like when you eat something and you're like, this is the best tasting thing I've ever had. Whether it is or it isn't, you feel it in that moment. Do you ever feel that way about you being funny while you're on stage or on a second date?
You mean just, I think what your question was.
Are you the guy?
Yeah, no, I'm the guy. What your question was is, do you ever feel in the pocket when
That's
you're
not
on
what I'm
stage?
asking.
Well, that's how I heard it.
I know, that's
And
not
I'll
what I'm
tell
asking.
you
Yeah,
this.
that's how I was interpreted as well.
I'll tell you this.
What did you mean
I
by
wear
what you're saying?
cargo pants on stage. That's how many pockets I'm always in.
That's how in the pocket.
In the pockets.
Yeah.
And guess what's in those pockets? Laughs.
I thought it was laughs. I thought it was laughs.
Yeah, I think so. Whatever you said, I agree.
No, not the pocket. The pocket's something different.
Okay.
I'm talking about you're on stage and you're thinking to yourself,
I'm the funniest
or on a
person
second
in
date.
the world.
Not the funniest. Yeah, maybe. I don't think that's the best way of explaining it. Like, how about this? Here's a better way, because it's not about, because that is comparing to other people, and it's not that. How about this? I couldn't be doing anything more honest and good with a microphone, not with my time or for other people.
Sure.
But with a microphone for what it is that I want to be as an artist. I couldn't possibly feel more honest and good about what I'm doing.
Yes, I have.
I have too. Not every night.
No, not every night. It's too hard.
Isn't that a great feeling?
It's a great.
It
I think you
is.
had it the other night when I saw you outside the Laugh Factory. I feel like you had one of those nights. Remember we ran into each other and you had something going on.
Oh, no, that was me that was you were there when I was talking about some sad relationship stuff.
Oh, on
yeah.
that show?
Yeah.
Oh.
Laugh Factory?
Yeah, but that was so
That wasn't
honest.
yeah, and
I love that.
Well,
Like that, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Being in the moment and being like not just doing the act, doing
Yeah.
what you feel in.
Letting loose, letting something that fucking comes out. I just had that with our buddy John Campanelli at his show, where I got on stage and for some reason I just was I said, I'm really depressed today. And I've been depressed all day. And I think it's because of this and this. And then I just went for it. And the audience can sense that.
you know, John Campanelli is a very funny comedian friend of ours who is always sad. Because he's like, because
Oh my God.
put up his Instagram. I want you to go follow him. He posts shows. Some of his shows sell out, and when one doesn't sell out, and it's like he gets really down on himself. Now, maybe listen, I'm just gonna say it. He needs your help. He needs you. I need everybody to go to this Instagram. I'll put it in the description if I remember. If not, audio only people, just look up John Campanelli and just look for the profile picture of a guy holding a football and probably frowning.
Yeah. And if you guys can DM him, just write Amy. Just write Amy.
No.
Just do it, please.
No, that's his ex. That'll upset him.
It's not his ex.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
It will be.
Thanks, Rick.
After all these Amy's messages. Yeah, you could say Amy. You could also just be like, hey, I want to come to one of your shows.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I really like him, and I feel bad for him a lot of times. I really do. I really do.
Guys, the phone calls that would happen for season. I mean, we're all gonna get a phone call.
Why can't you say that? I could say that. I could say it honestly.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the fucking guy. Why can't I say that?
No, you can't. You can't.
Why do you feel bad for him?
Because he's always down. It's never, hey man, everything's great. It's always fuck. This won't happen and that won't happen. And that's why I feel bad. And I like him, I like him. I've known him for years.
And he's funny.
I fucking love him.
He is funny.
He is.
But then there's also a side of him that, I think his idea of some stuff is always grander than whatever is happening, at the time. So that it's hard when your expectation's so high of everything,
Well, go follow him, message him, and say I'd love to come to a show.
And I didn't like the way you laughed at me, Brent. I'm not laughing at you, John. I agree.
We're not
and
laughing at you. I love you,
dude. He had a great set last night, and I love he on stage he's really good at that honesty shit. Like, he'll get on stage and start talking about something that he talked to you off stage about that he really was feeling, and he tries to crap that as a bit. That's my favorite type of comedy.
Good call, bro.
Mm-hmm. God, my head hurts now from laughing.
Hi, this is John Campanelli. I can't come to the phone right now because I sold 80 tickets, but they're only counting it as 74 because they said 6 were walk-ups that they comped. Why is that my problem? Leave a message. Beep. What's up, John? It's Rick. I just wanted to call and say we're talking about you on the podcast and see what's up. We wanted you to say hi. If you get this before something, call me back. Oh, he's calling me back.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
Hi, John.
Hey, everything okay?
Yeah, how you feeling?
Amy,
you're on my podcast with Amir and Brent, and we were just talking about you and how funny we think you are and how sorry for you we feel.
Thanks, man. That's actually such a nice call to get. I didn't know what was going on.
No, we were just.
What did you think when Rick called?
I'll be honest with you. I think an early afternoon call could mean something with work. I think even a late night call could be something with comedy or maybe just to shoot the shit. A call right around now is a little weird.
Okay, why?
That's fair.
I didn't know what to do with it. I was like, maybe I don't know. Maybe
I
feel like I could be a
4? 5?
No, it's 6:07.
6?
So 6 is weird. I can't call it 6.
Yeah, I don't. Do you have you had people that call it 6 in the past that end up being a bad call? Weird.
It was just very unexpected, and I wasn't really sure what it was about. So I was like, and also it's funny to answer the phone like that. You don't call me a lot. You must know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we text, and maybe I'll even call, but you're not. I don't know that you've actually ever called me. The more I think about it.
Wow. Is this your first time calling him?
I don't know.
Well, technically,
this literally might be the first time you've ever. It's definitely the first time you've ever called me out of the blue.
I have a question for you. So you're saying we've only talked on the phone maybe once or twice ever?
We've talked a few times, but it was more coordinated. It wasn't really out of nowhere.
So
we
what
don't
you're saying
call each
is
other out of nowhere.
So you've never
We don't
called
call
me
each other.
either. Why even note that? Do you hold some resentment? Would you like me to call you more? I'm curious why that was even a data point to discuss, because though I agree with you, it wasn't something that was of interest to me. Why is it so interesting to you that I've only called you once and you've maybe never called me unless it was coordinated?
Well, I can't say for sure that I've never called you, but I'm I'm almost positive
Absolutely.
you've never called me.
Let's say you've called me and I've never called you. How does that make you feel?
You know, I just don't see you as an out of the blue caller, so it doesn't upset me. I don't really feel like you call people to have conversations. I actually feel like we have okay conversations when we talk, but I just don't see you as a phone guy, so it's never really clocked with me that you have it.
Is there anything you want to plug?
John, where are you right now?
I'm actually right now I'm at the Ontario Improv.
No, mentally.
Oh, well, you can't. That's a loaded question, man. You can't expect me to.
That's true.
You have a good comment for that while I'm on a podcast, and a big podcast nonetheless. Some would say a really rising podcast that's climbing the charts.
I don't know if Tony Hinchcliffe would say that.
No.
Well, let's not.
Let me ask you this, John. What are you doing at Ontario Improv at 6 p.m.?
Just begging to go up.
What?
This is why you gotta follow him and message him.
Guys, follow John Campanelli.
I'd love to come to a show of yours.
Go to
John Campanelli 1. I'm doing the weekend of shows with Godfrey.
Oh, cool. So you're there for the weekend. You don't come home?
What?
Gilbert
Godfrey, yeah.
No, Dan Gilbert is a fan of Godfrey's, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I was curious why you never see him playing in Cleveland. Anyway, go ahead.
No, so I'm here. We're here. I'm just featuring for him all weekend. So I got here early because you know the traffic.
Yeah.
You know,
was it tough?
So I went.
Wasn't it the traffic? You had to leave like extra early.
Well, I got here. No, I actually want to know what I did. This is insane. I actually got here at like 2:30 for an 8 o'clock show.
Isn't that what time you're supposed to go to the dentist?
Well, and that would be a normal time if you called me.
What, 2:30?
I would have said, all right, it's probably about.
Hey,
the
John,
podcast.
John.
Yeah.
Take a breath.
Who's John?
God.
See,
God is
you can
that.
see this kind of stuff. Just follow him.
Yeah.
All right. What did you do that was sad?
Well, I just got here so early, and I've been because I didn't want to sit in like 3 hours of traffic.
You went to Benihana by yourself.
No, I
can't imagine anything sadder than that. I
went
don't
to the
even
food
think they'll
court.
serve you if you go by yourself.
They do.
I'm sorry, John. Go ahead. I keep interrupting you.
I went to the food court. I walked because it's a giant mall. I walked around. I tried to not spend money. I did go to American. I went to American Eagle. Listen, I got really good deals.
Number kicking the bitch, can't get into over it.
So you guys are recording an episode right now, and you pranked called me like you're in high school.
That's not true, John. We were actually talking about you.
Rick said you're on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be. This doesn't count, by the way.
Well, yo.
Rick, this doesn't count.
Well, he's got a chart here, and he just marked your name off.
I said we're going to do a Patreon episode together.
Oh, yeah. I'll take it. I really look. So you're having a joint episode with Amir and Brent right now?
Well, I'm at my house.
Probably
I'm at
not
my house,
intended,
and they
but-
called me.
And we did smoke a joint.
Yeah, we have you. You're on Brent's phone. You're on my phone, and Amir's on Brent's phone. I'm just in the living room with Brent.
Oh, so Amir's also on the phone. Is the podcast recording right now?
Video podcast is recording in my living room. I'm with Brent, and you and Amir are both on the phone.
And we're about to call Tommy from the Comedy Store. the old booker.
Amy. Wait, as a matter of fact, Amir, I tried to call you the other day.
Oh, did you?
Fuck, and Amir didn't answer, huh?
Nope.
Oh, that must feel real bad.
Wait, did you?
I'm a caller. That's why. I'm a caller.
Seems like
None
you're
of
a
you guys
recaller.
are. Okay.
Why'd you
None
call
of you
Amir?
guys are.
Why didn't you pick up, Amir?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't remember you calling me.
Look through your missed phone calls. See if you can see what it was.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that right here, right now.
It was a couple days ago. I called you.
What was
I
it
forgot
about?
Why.
What was it about?
I honestly don't remember.
Oh, you just wanted a friend to talk to, huh?
Well,
You
you
didn't
know,
answer.
you can always call me.
Maybe.
Oh.
Well, you always
then
make
I
me
had-
feel guilty if I can't, like something happens and then you make me feel real guilty.
Well, just I try to keep in touch with you guys. Rick keeps in. Brent.
No, but even the
has
Rick
been-
comment, the comment like Rick doesn't call you, that's a guilt thing. You know, it's like we don't need to be guilted into stuff. And I love you, and that's the only reason I'm telling you this.
No. Look, Rick actually Me and Rick stay in touch through text and DM on Instagram. I talk to Rick a lot, but we're not phone talkers.
I don't think you're hearing Amir. He's talking to you about something that seems to be a small, perhaps, but consistent obstacle in the relationship between the two of you. And it's not about right or wrong. It's just about Amir's feelings. And I was wondering if you could just take a minute, not to agree or disagree, but just see if you could understand Amir's feelings for a minute.
Yeah, Amir, go.
And sometimes, yeah. All right, sorry, Rick. I was going into a bit, and that's a thing that Rick tells me I do all the time that I appreciate.
I also do, but right now is a moment where you could be honest.
No, this is going to be completely honest. No, but John, sometimes you'll call me, and then I'll feel bad because I don't want to let you down, because I feel like when I do let you down sometimes, then you'll be like, oh, come on, man. Like, it'll be something where you feel like I'm not giving you something that you deserve or something I should do. Does that make any sense? Like for example, to do the show or something, and then I feel like when I say no, I really let you down, and then you make me feel that way.
Okay, I hear you loud and clear. This is the resolve is I'm never going to reach out to you again. Okay?
That's so extreme. That's so extreme.
He's joking. See, what with all of this that we feel bad about John, and even this as part of it, it's all redeeming because he'll laugh at it and he will make fun with it, and you can make fun of him, with him, of you, with him, whatever the pattern. We can make fun of each other, and he can handle it. He went through a few years where he couldn't handle it. I don't know if anybody noticed
you're
this.
You're making that up.
No, because I feel like you came back to being able to take it. You kind of lost your fucking mind for a little bit. Let's be honest. I don't remember when it was, but there was a period of a few years where like you make jokes and then you get like real intense about it. And I was like, oh, I won't make those jokes anymore. But you're back.
I don't remember you ever making a joke that got me mad.
Dude, the bottom line is you're back, John. That's the bottom line. And the best thing is that you're back. Because there was a period, and not to just piggyback off what Rick said, but
Little piggies.
But Johnny, there was a period, brother, where, and I've been there too, where everyone's out to get you and this and that and that. And it's not always that way. I just want you to know that.
Do you think maybe instead of remembering it that way, do you think there was a period where maybe some people weren't being so nice to me?
Yeah, but that's just life, and we're adults, and fuck those people, and I always told you that.
I don't know, Brent, what do you think?
I think that
do you agree with Rick that I lost my mind?
No, I wouldn't say you lost your mind, but you definitely had Spill's very sad moments where it crosses from self-deprecation to are you all right? And then I don't know.
Well, in my defense, all three of you have had much more success than I have.
I'm falling off the hill.
And much more success than I have, and I'm arguably more talented than the three. I'm kidding.
No, it's okay to feel that way though.
But you guys have had a lot. You guys have had a lot of successes between the three of you. I have
movie.
Three very. You guys have been killing it. So I don't think I was ever upset. I think there was just times where it gets hard. You're like,
of course.
Hey,
but just
I want to pay my rent.
Let me tell you something. Our imaginations can be our best friends and our worst enemy. And what if is the worst question you can ask yourself.
I don't like
jealousy is a fool's game.
So
I don't like the direction that this has been steered in.
Take the risk.
Hey, do you have a Venmo that we could ask people to maybe send you some money or something?
John,
it's
not your fault.
John, do you have a Venmo?
Look, I do.
All right, what is it?
Here's the thing. I can't. You guys can have them send it to me. I can't do that.
What's your Venmo, dude? You're having a rough go.
I'll whisper it to you.
All right, go ahead. Oh, no one's listening. Everyone be quiet.
Okay. I'll text it to you.
Well, okay. You can text it to me.
I really don't want you giving I really don't feel comfortable. I don't need that.
Yeah, I think,
but
John,
it helps.
John.
What helps?
What helps?
Well, random phone calls from you guys help, number one. But number two, it helps is
anything but a call. I'm
literally saying I'll put your Venmo up so people can send you money, but we're not going to keep calling you.
I know, but it's so desperate.
Oh, I know, but you're having a hard time, buddy.
Here's
come on, Rick.
Don't you?
Yeah, you wonder why he's depressed. That's
you're
fucking
being mean.
By the way,
wait a minute. I'm so sorry. I was kind of playing a game of like
Yeah.
leaning into making you more pathetic as the joke.
Yeah.
And if I'm really being mean, I'm really sorry about that. No,
And
of course
just-
he doesn't
well,
need it.
and just,
but that's
just,
not as funny.
Just so you know, John, we all are stoned.
And I want to say to Rick's listeners right now, you don't even know if this is really John.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, he's back. He's back.
I love that.
Loved
That's
it,
a
dude.
great answer.
Yeah, buddy, it's okay. Just take care of yourself. See if you can get some exercise. Eat well.
Yeah, I'm fucking miserable, man.
And I'll-
Somebody's
last thing I'll
harder
say-
than the grave.
I could definitely exercise. I need to start doing that. Any of you guys want to start hiking?
Oh,
I hate
thanks
this-
for calling
this
in,
fucking
bud.
ice.
Hey,
No,
and
we're-
always
no.
remember, it's not you, it's them.
John Campanelli 1 on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
All right, bud.
So no, not yet. You can't get off like that. You got to give me an appropriate dismount at the very
That's a
least.
sexual thing.
Thank you. The follows and engagement on social media actually helps more than a Venmo.
Well,
So-
Rick has been plugging your Instagram before you even got on the phone.
That's true.
And also,
I appreciate
here's
that.
another thing that you should know is that we've all known you for a long time, and we all love you.
Yeah.
So take that.
Thanks, man.
Take that when you hang off,
And say hi to
Thanks,
Godfrey
guys.
for us. I miss you.
I will.
and then
I don't know
have
him,
good
but-
shows.
Have good shows, buddy.
And
Thanks.
guess what, dude? Don't be hard on yourself. I know it's a long drive home, but you know,
Why would he be hard on himself? He's probably gonna have a good show.
yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna do well on stage. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
It's
the overthinking in the car.
But why are you trying to get me to overthink in the car?
Brent is just projecting what he does, bud.
Yeah, I was making
You
a
have to
joke.
realize that most things aren't meant for you.
Yeah, I'm talking about my own shit. The quiet ride home after playing one of those places.
All right, John. Thanks for calling in,
Yeah.
man. We'll see if we
All
can
right,
get
well,
you
you
set
called
up
me.
with
All right,
somebody
cool.
on a
That
nice
sounds
date.
great.
And guys,
This is
guys,
John.
you
All
can
right,
throw a
then.
hell of
All
a
right.
football too. All right. For everybody, that was John Cleese. I couldn't think of a John.
Yeah. Okay.
Aw.
It's not that easy to think of just Johns like that. Cena.
That was really nice.
That was great.
Really
John,
nice.
so you know these people for years, all the people that you do comedy with, and you don't really get to talk to them much, out of all the people that you know from comedy.
Yeah,
how
that's true.
many times have you been to their house, or have you even called them on the phone? It's not
yeah.
always.
I was just having that conversation, like personally, and this has been a big problem with me, and I'm working on it because, like, the other day I actually hung out and stayed in the green room and talked to like some comics on the show.
Can I guess what it is? Is it having getting rid of that pretext to your stories? Trim it down.
That
Long walk for a short drink of water.
That's exactly
Medium
what I was
burn.
talking about. That is not a medium burn. That is an aggressive burn, which is not the hardest burn. But you have just dug that little hole a little deeper down to the 6 feet grave. My point is, yeah, a lot of times
Get to it.
I'm high.
Hi.
You know what I mean, right?
Nope.
I got to start hanging out more.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
could have just said that.
we've been
just
saying that a whole
literally
bunch.
said that.
Yeah, just
But yeah, to piggyback off what you said, I personally have been like, I don't do shit with people that we know that well. Like, remember we used to go to the diner all the time?
Dude, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
I mean, every night we'd go to a diner. Now
Yeah.
it's like few and far between. Now, like random night, go somewhere. And
That's first where I fell in love with John Campanelli because he was so funny at the diner, and a lot of it was the sadness, but it was great. So cut that.
Why?
Cut that part right now. You see how I keep sliding? I don't have an ass.
I was just in Cleveland to do Dr. Phil with Brent and Sal and
Love that
David
guy.
Sullivan. And then a month or so too, I don't know, before I was in Cleveland and Amir was doing a show in Columbus. So instead of going to Columbus, he came a day earlier and flew into Cleveland
Nice.
and spent the night with us. We had so much fun. We had so much
there,
fun.
isn't it?
dude, it was so fun.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name who is he's one of the most talented
Dad.
musicians in the world right now? Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars fan much?
Yeah, I love that guy. It's a lot of way, just having all that fun. Like, don't you wake up, it's nothing but the love. Friday, something on a Sunday. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Doom damn. I can't hear it. Too hot. Goddamn. Oh, baby, don't do it too hot. Goddamn. Too hot. Goddamn. What the fuck is Christopher? Oh, that but hallelujah. Girls, it's hallelujah. Girls, it's hallelujah. And I'm gonna give it to you. And I'm gonna give it to you. And I'm gonna give it to you. Don't believe me, just watch. Let's go.
Just watch. Ow!
Come on down to Brent's barn. The big house, big-headed, fat fuck.
Just in case the music gets flagged, will you sing Uptown Funk so I can replace it with that?
Sure.
But I'm going to put it on here so you can keep up with the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? That way we could literally dub it if we need to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So obviously for the mix of what we're about to do, please, because take out the audio we hear on the phone, okay? Uptown Funk. So if you know the words, great. If not, just keep up with the thing so you could at least dance to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In 20, 19, 17, 16, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Oh yeah! I can't hear my headphones. Quick. It's a lot of way, just having all that fun. Like, don't you wake up, it's nothing but the love. Friday, something on a Sunday. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Doom damn. I can't hear it. Too hot. Goddamn. Oh, baby, don't do it too hot. Goddamn. Goddamn. What the fuck is Christopher? Oh, that but hallelujah. Girls, it's hallelujah. Girls, it's hallelujah. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. And I'm gonna give it to you. Don't believe me, just watch. Let's go.
Just watch. Ow!
Come on down to Brent's barn. The big house, big-headed, fat fuck. It's your vagina grilled cheese, your loose titty turkey burgers, and your fat fucking...
Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Hey, 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 little piggy.
Oh, dude.
Oh, what that's gonna sound like without the music. I'm just us in the room doing that, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
dude. Call John Campanelli back.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
That's so funny. That was so funny.
I'm sweating.
I think
that was so funny, dude. Whatever that's gonna sound like for the people listening to it, you know, because.
Oh, you're right. Just listen
without that.
Without the music, yeah.
In a car. Just like, what the fuck is it? It's me, Campanelli, driving home crying. Just listening to, what the fuck will give it to us, little piggies?
Oh.
I think the edible kind of hit its peak in the middle of that song.
I'll tell you this. I think we're going to have the weirdest walk home.
Well, you could take an Uber, or
Do your
Amir
neighbors
could drive
get
you,
a-
or I could drive you.
I can drop you off.
No, it's all right. I like to walk.
I insist.
No, I actually really like to walk. I insist.
No, I'm going to drive right next to you.
Go ahead.
Come here, bub.
That's what she said.
How then?
That's what she said.
There you go.
Oh, I wish I would have got that one.
Oh,
That's
there's
what
a
she
boy.
said.
Oh,
There's a little
man.
baby. Oh, he's a little man.
That's what she said.
Who's a little boy?
Okay.
That's what she said.
You guys are being so funny. Thanks for letting me laugh with you.
No problem, Alvin. Wow.
Do you want
Alvin.
that to be the voice?
Alvin?
Worst improv.
Yes.
Alvin, could I ask you something?
Sure.
What's your favorite time of day hanging out with Rick? Because you guys hang out a lot, I heard.
It's my favorite time to make a phone call around 6 p.m.
That's so strange because John Campanelli thought that was a weird time to call Alvin.
I'm going back to be a dog now. I'm not going to talk anymore.
No problem.
Well, I do say I'd like to talk more. My name is Alfred. That was a character I've been working on in the French quarters back when I was in the Pataffin at Tokar, next to the old shit near the Horsen line. Anyway, that character was called
It's getting expensive. It's getting expensive, but that was good. That was good. That was good. You did it too.
Well, I will say you interrupt me again, there's going to be problems.
I love him so much. I love him so much.
That's what she said.
Once, and then it's over.
We love our doggies, don't we? We're all dog dads.
I know.
My dog has the biggest penis.
I beg to differ.
Well, let me see you do it
Doogie
then.
has a urinary tract infection from dragging his big hog on the ground, and I'm not kidding you.
He's a dachshund.
He's a
dude.
dachshund, and he drags his wiener on the ground.
I have a question. When you guys sit in the toilet, do you have to hold your penis up or will it go into the water?
Are you kidding me? It never touches the water.
Mine goes into the water.
Mine
Mine
gets
can't.
flushed.
Depending on the toilet and depending on the dog's legs is what I'm getting at.
So you're saying if you sit down,
My
to
dog's
pee-
dick is bigger than your dog's dick.
I guarantee you.
Let's put it. When it comes out, honestly, it's this big.
Guys.
Mine, Doogie's goes down to here in my mouth.
Okay,
Guys.
that's not this deep.
guys,
This would be down your throat. Trust me.
I have a female pit bull. She's got the fattest pussy.
Did you know?
So,
Did David tell you yesterday? I was there and there was some slime sticking out of her pussy, and she turned and it whipped onto the ground like somebody did a snot rocket. What's going on with that?
Wow, is that a real?
Yeah.
She's a squirter.
Okay, was she coming? Because you were going, and we were left with a whole bunch of pussy slime.
And I'll tell you, Alvin's on fentanyl, and everyone knows it.
I mean,
nobody
it's
leans.
time to talk to Alvin. Okay. I saw Alvin outside with a
Dude, that's really funny.
with a Doberman pincher buying a couple pills.
Oh shit!
What if there was a whole dog raid of just a bunch of dogs in that alley, just like, yeah, good seeing you, man.
Hey, Rick. Gotta go to my owner. He's a lot.
Yes, I know.
Good call on the dealer being a Doberman. Right? Just
Yeah.
wanted you to know that.
Alliteration. Is that the word?
Yes, but I also just could picture a Doberman like he's
Yeah, like
tough.
He's the
Yeah.
one slanging the drugs.
I don't think we meant Doberman dealer. That is
Maybe a
fun thing.
Rottweiler too, or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're the drivers.
That's a good.
Somehow that seemed racist.
What?
No, I think
Well,
after you
now it
said
does.
that,
Yeah,
made
now
it
it does.
racist. I don't think anybody thought that until you said
Until I
something.
said it, now it feels like it.
But it's okay.
All right, tell me if this sounds good. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman's got nothing on me. I'm only one call away.
Ooh, that's
I want to
pretty
sign
good.
this kid. I would like
was.
to sign you.
You've been practicing.
I haven't.
Dude, you sound great,
That
Rick.
was good.
If I owned a record label, I would sign you. I would.
That's Charlie Puth's song.
Oh,
Perth?
that kid. Good kid.
No, I think it's,
Sydney.
I mean, you have been the Brisbane of my existence every time I brought this song up. See, this is fun.
Now I just pictured a bunch of people on the highway listening to this.
Know your
That's-
Perth.
Yeah, and they're just going, all you hear is, and then, what? Ah, fuck it. You get the bit.
You're perfect.
Thanks, you. I appreciate it. I am who I am.
What?
You're a perfect dog.
See? Have you noticed I sink?
Yeah, it's this couch, I think, Rick.
Yeah,
you
but
ought to get your
you
money
haven't
back.
sunk, though. You got an ass. I don't have an ass.
You ought to get your money back.
Why don't you just go full Jewish mother and get the plastic wrap for the couch?
Buddy, there's a lot going on right now. I don't like that kind of joke.
Like what?
More disposable plastics.
Dolphins.
You know dolphins are mammals and squirrels are marmots? and Phidias is Ferb. You know a quaggle of ducks is really called a geese, but one geese is plural for multiple goose.
Flock of vodka.
Do you know what 100 sheep is called?
What?
A pigeon.
Really?
A pigeon of sheep.
Huh. How'd I get the fucking pigeons of shape out of here?
Do you know what 100 pine cones is called?
A penis.
A squabble.
A squabble.
A squabble of pine cones.
Okay.
You know what 100 lions are called?
Lioness.
Herds.
Oh.
Which apparently you haven't heard because that one was a no-brainer.
You know what a school of fish is called?
What?
School.
That's right.
He's a great fisherman.
Jewish
fisherman.
Ivan Fisherman.
Ivan Fisherman.
Well, not in a long time.
Do you know Sandy Danto's joke? One of my favorite jokes was he's like, why is there no Jewish superheroes? And then he was like, oh, yeah, I guess we have a Spider-Man.
You know, Superman, the first superhero, was created by a couple of Jews in Cleveland, Ohio, my hometown.
That's right. I went to that store with you. With all the fancy...
Mr. Cards and Comics, where I bought my Magic the Gathering packs.
Hey, have you been to the frickin'... have you been to the deli in Cleveland with this guy?
Oh, dude, it's so good.
My God, those guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
What's that deli called, Rig?
Davis Bakery.
Yeah, and the jokes you do with them and just the whole energy in there was so great.
We went there when we were in Cleveland a couple weeks ago and doing bits, and one older lady waiting to get some of her food just goes, "You must be a Glassman."
Yeah. That's
like,
so awesome.
Like known.
And she goes, "Who are your parents?"
You guys are
And I told them,
known.
"Yes, I know."
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
We had. I love being home with my family, and I
Yeah.
love how close some of my close friends
It
and my
was
family
fun.
are. How like they text my parents.
Mhm.
You know, like it's awesome. So when they go home, it's not just, "Hey, these are my parents." Like they walk in and they're like hugging my parents, and they're like doing stuff that I'm not even part of if I go in the other room, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it was so fun. Doing laps in your living room, that was so fun.
Dude, so Sal Volcano was over when the night that you left.
Yeah.
Sal slept over with Sullivan, and my mom is selling some stuff online on this site, and they message her to come, and she gives her address, and we have since stopped doing that, but Sal was over, and some guy came up, and my mom wasn't expecting him. And she goes, "Where'd you hear about me?" And he said the place where she posted about it. But she goes, "I don't remember sending you the address." And I'm a little weirded out.
Yeah, because you didn't know.
Yes. And she keeps asking for stuff. My mom's coming in and out. And like, I'm about to go outside to make sure that my mom feels comfortable and to see what's going on. It had been a couple minutes when Sal pulled me aside and said, "Dude, he's with me." And I told him to do this when I was upstairs. So now I'm in on this. He's doing the Impractical Jokers is doing it for my mom at the house, you know?
That's so funny.
And he's texting him information, and I even heard, so he needed to get him on the phone, and he called him and he answered, and I heard Sal was saying, Sal said something, gave him direction to like ask to smell the cologne, and he goes, "Yeah, let me see. Are these two?" And he asks like another thing, and like they were in the pocket. Wow. It was good. And one of the things he said was, my mom had, because my mom sells these little perfumes, because my mom used to sell perfumes, so she was getting rid of this set of cologne perfume she sold online. She did it. She made, I don't know, $200. It probably cost so much time to do this. You know what I mean? There was this pack that was 3 cigars. It looked like cigars. And he goes, "Oh, those cigars, those are awesome." And he goes, "Do they smell like cigars?" And my mom goes, "Oh, no, they're not." And then she goes, he goes, "Oh, never mind. I wanted my wife to think I was out with the boys." You know, like throwing out jokes or something like that. My mom is still just like doesn't know what's going on. I have it on tape. I could have just showed you.
Jesus Christ. I was so lost for a long Dude, I was completely lost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I said, "Who's the fucking guy?"
Yeah.
And what happened? Did you know what was going on?
David told me about it.
It's so funny. Ricky made me get so paranoid. Wait. You want me to text him that you're going to be in on it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so which one do you want?
That's it, Liz Claiborne?
Oh,
All right.
18 of them.
No, I can't smell all. You want me to smell all of them?
No, there's 18 of them.
Yes, 18. Sorry. I'm not going to spray them and walk into them.
They're not sprays. Tell her they're miniatures.
They're miniatures, so I can't.
What does she want to know? Why
Just
does
to smell. She wants to. I can't.
Well, like this is a men's, and these are.
I can't put them all on my wrist,
No,
right?
you
Like
cannot.
different
No,
parts.
you.
And is this legal?
What are you talking about? These are mine. They're real perfumes.
I think he's
They're-
asking because like testers you're not supposed to sell.
These are miniatures that you get that I've gotten over the years. Some I've bought, some I've gotten from stores, and I had a collection, and now
Some
I'm
of this
selling.
feels like it feels illegal.
Marketplace wouldn't allow me to have it on there if it was illegal.
You take cards?
No.
Oh. Is this chocolate?
No,
What is this?
no, these are cigar perfume colognes, men's.
Oh, can I spray it and walk into it now?
Sure.
Yeah. They smell like cigars?
No.
Oh, then forget it.
They're-
So maybe you dump out some of it into another bottle, I could get half.
You're so cute.
And I'll give you 35, like for a tip.
No. For 35, I'll give you another one.
You take Venmo?
Yes, I do.
Could tip you on Venmo?
You're not tipping me.
All right.
I'll blur his face. I think you saw him filming this, but it's weird, right?
Seems sweet. But I don't know how he got here.
Take a tip.
I'm not taking a tip from him. I gave him an extra one. I threw an extra one in there, so now you've got 7. What does your shirt mean?
Deaf Heaven?
Yeah.
Why would you want to smell like a cigar?
Oh, because then I come home, my wife thinks that I was out with the guys.
No. Mm-mm.
Why? Do you recognize him?
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Impractical Jokers?
Yeah.
Oh, this.
No, you're not on the back. No, you think he's on the Jokers.
This is a
You're
bit.
not- no.
You recognize it
I
from
knew
TV.
these were.
It's
No,
not a bit. Oh my God.
These are illegal.
No, they are not illegal. Oh my God.
He's filming. He's filming.
It's just because I have an Instagram and it's my mom.
He performed last night. How could they be illegal? They don't even sell them.
I'm selling them in little tiny baggies.
Where are you going now?
So
You're going to Dayton?
My
friends are 26 minutes late. We're going to Dayton in LA.
You can drive them to Dayton.
Do you need a ride to Dayton?
If you take them, I'll give you my Waffle House gift certificate.
Don't you want to buy some? I mean, now that we're having a party here.
Who's that?
No. Stay. Get back in the car.
That might be.
Who is
Al, get back in the car.
Who is that?
You know him?
Do you want to come with me
You
then?
want your waffle card back?
No. If you take Sal,
Take back the waffle card.
no.
He's not taking Sal. Why would you go to Dayton? Where do you
Victoria
live?
Theater?
Somebody selling some perfume there.
I live in New Jersey. I'm driving cross country. I'm just checking out different.
I don't know how you got my address.
There is an underground community.
That's what happens. People put
Okay,
this stuff
I'm
on.
very
You're a
flattered.
big deal. I don't know if you know. I'm surprised you don't have more people coming.
Is this? I know what this is. This is me being punked. You're such an ass.
No, I'm gonna go to Dayton with these guys.
Oh my God, I hate you. You did this, you little son of a bitch. And let me tell you something. I was scared of you. I hate you, Sal.
Get in the car.
Oh my God, you did it to me. You didn't really want to buy perfume. Give it back. Here's your stupid money.
Keeping the Waffle House card.
I don't give a fuck. I hate you.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. They made me do it.
Sal, get a hotel room next time. Motherfucker. Oh my God.
Love you.
I thought I was having $35.
And then after Bars and Tone, we could come back to what was I just doing? Bars and Tone 4. I said something. I don't remember. And we're back.
The best time of my life! I'm having the best time of my life!
Oh man, back to you, Rick. Back to you.
I need to get some water.
Oh, wow.
This is so much fun.
Oh man, come here, Alvin. We got some kissing to do.
Oh.
Oh, Alvin.
When did you get this Shaq thing?
Oh, Alvin, your breath smells like shit, and I love
I
it.
think the focus of this is probably not good.
Oh, fuck.
Great. Well,
Yeah, because
let's repeat it.
Start over.
I just brought the F stop up. So I think Brent was a little out of focus. But
Thank
really,
God.
The truth is that was a metaphor.
Nice.
It was a metaphor for...
Get your shit in focus, man.
That's right.
Nice.
You guys, I wanted to get the water I still do, but I want to ask this question. Are you guys still having fun, or do you feel like you have to stay longer?
I'm having a blast now.
Yeah, it's a good
So
time.
what changed?
I think...
Because he's got a show?
No.
Brent, he was not having a blast before.
I wasn't having a blast, I'll tell you.
Yes.
And I think it was because, I felt like since you guys have done this before so much, that you guys, I didn't want to jump in on.
Oh, dude, he's an idiot. I mean that in the meanest way.
Yeah.
He just says stuff. I don't even pay him any. Never mind. I'm just trying to make him feel good.
Yeah.
I think you're the funniest.
Well, it's so funny. I was feeling the same
like
way.
this, like
Yeah.
exactly this.
I
So I'm
feel like I
back
was
to
just-
where I was. Thank you, Rick.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That's a middle burn.
Okay, no, he wasn't burning. I think he's doing a Campanelli impression. I mean, Jesus, who are you guilting right now, buddy? So you were feeling like you're a guest in our house?
I'm having a blast now.
But what were you feeling?
The point is, I'm having a blast now.
But I do want to know, because I never would have thought of that perspective. I want to.
Yeah, I think you got the biggest laughs.
Perspective now.
I think you got the biggest.
So I want to
laughs.
learn this, so I could maybe
It was exactly that. I came in going, Rick and Brent already have a rapport because they do this all the freaking time, just as I would if it was you and Adam Ray, because you and Adam Ray do this all the time. So when I came in, I felt like almost a third wheel in a way.
Do you feel that way when it's just us three, but not podcasting?
Never.
See, because I would never have thought that you could have felt that way until just now. I love knowing that.
Right.
I just figured the three of us has been together all the time. And up until this moment, I didn't even recognize that. I recognized there was a little of you pulling back some, but I also don't really know what you were like getting high that way. So maybe it was that. Was no need to draw attention, but now I understand it. I don't know if I would read it, but I think I can remember that. So if I ever have somebody come over and say, by the way, had I said, by the way, I don't know how you feel, because we've only podcasted once before, and I have with Brent a bunch. Maybe you'll have to get used to it, but I really want you to feel like it's just us hanging out, because there is no special inside jokes. It's whenever we podcast, I feel it's the same as whenever we just hang out.
Right. And
would that have made you feel?
No, absolutely. It would have, but also I think that you didn't say it because we're such friends that you didn't feel like you needed to.
But I would like to do that next. I would like to be able to offer that next time.
If it makes you feel better, that's how I feel when I'm with him and Adam Ray.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
I would imagine
they're
that
like
you feel that
pros
way.
at this, and
right?
So like,
and your back and forth is so good.
And
I didn't want to
said,
jump in.
And I said,
like
at
even right now, I'm
Cleveland-
stepping on him.
No, but
like right now, what I'm doing is I'm actually stepping on everything he says. So I didn't want to do this, and now I'm going to do it.
I felt like
because I feel comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel that.
there was
I
a moment.
Now see how it sounds.
There was a moment during this.
I bombed in Cleveland because of that feeling when I was out
Oh,
there.
with
Because
the
it was,
three of you?
Yeah, because it was. But the two of them were like, they got it. The audiences knew his podcast, and then I was just like, dude.
And I feel like I bomb on here all the time. The last time I did it.
The last time you wasn't bombing. Last time was you and I were having a disagreement about something, but I felt no negativity.
But in a
it
way
wasn't
of,
really a comedy
I didn't
episode.
have fun. I didn't have as much fun.
Right,
like
right.
That's what I mean by bombing, not necessarily.
Which was part of our relationship, but usually it wasn't. I liked that conversation I had.
I liked it too, actually, because I thought it was a real moment in time of where we were.
Yeah.
And I think I've told you this. I go back now and go, my God, I can't believe I thought that way about a lot of the stuff. Because my mind has
just a really quick brief. Amir, it comes from the school of you should try to get on stage 30 times a month, and that's what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to go travel and you do your stuff. And I said, I agree that if you want to do it as much as you can, that you should. But to me, I like doing 2 to 4 shows a week and working on the podcast or doing other creative things instead of leaving town, which I thought I was right for then. And I thought you were right for you then, because you weren't making that stuff. So you didn't need to not do more shows, but you did way more shows than me. I would go, I wasn't too uncommon where I would go and just do like the Sunday, Monday show that I knew I could have gotten up and just do those 2-3 minute sets a week. And I was inspired by the mentality that you had and some other comics you had, which was you need to go up all the time. And I would never do that, but it would make me, instead of being okay with 1 to 2 shows, try to have 2 minimum and do as many as you can that week, but don't worry about it. And I would do 2 to 4 shows, which I wouldn't have done without your guys' energy. But also I was editing sketches and doing this, and I wanted to do that. So you just didn't see my perspective.
Right. At the time, I didn't get it.
It wasn't that I was wrong, that you were wrong.
Right. I just didn't get it. But now I've gotten to the place of I understand. But I also still hold firm to the point of you do have to get on stage as much as possible in the beginning. I've only gotten to the point of like what you're talking about where hey, if I get on 3-4 times this week, that's still fine because I've gotten to the level of comfortability on a microphone and a stage that I don't necessarily have to keep going and going and going and going and going to get comfortable. Now it's just to work out material.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I do still hold firm in that in the beginning, if you're listening to this and you're trying to stand up, get up every single night. And I know you're doing everything else, and I don't know, Brent, if you want to agree.
I want to comment on that for a second because I only started touring last year with an hour of material. You guys have been doing it for 10 years. So
headlining,
So your point is valid. It's taken me so much longer to get to the point where I feel this way.
Right.
I would say if I could do it differently, maybe I would go up on stage more sometimes. But I'm so happy with doing it the way I did it because I couldn't do what I did every night. I wouldn't have the energy for it. And not what I did was so great, but it really helped me kind of develop a voice that I'm really proud of now. But like, yeah, my friends have been not only touring headliners, like they have specials out for so long. I've never even thought about a special until a couple months ago.
Which is good. That's your process.
But I think I'm feeling a little bit defensive, not from you, of like younger me, when I would get so much shit about how I'm not taking it seriously, I'm not doing it right.
I was one of those people too, and I agree. I've recently decided like man, why my process was my process, and maybe because we were so close, I had similar resentment and feelings. But it's like, but no, he still got there. It was his process. I was on the I'm working at the Conan show or whatever. I get a 9-to-5 job, but I got to do at least 30 shows a month. I got to do 50 shows a month. Now I'm going to try to do 5 shows a week like a normal job. Like I try to get to that, but now I've moved it to like the weekend. And I realized I had a lot of real resentment, not towards you. You know, I would have moments of stuff like that about like, you just don't want it as much. But in reality, I realized, my God, I like even with girlfriends, I would be like, if you didn't have that work ethic thing, I was like, I have zero respect or this or that. And it's like, no. They're working on something else. You're the idiot that, comes home from a weekend and agreed to do an apartment show. And then you wonder why your girlfriend's pissed at you because you've been gone for 3 days.
I get the same thing.
Yeah. And I've slowly realized, Brent, maybe you should just kind of slow down and fucking find a balance.
And from my defensive place of that, where I felt that, and I never thought it was odd what you did. I thought it was great what you did, but I thought it was odd that you had such an opinion of the way I did it, as opposed to just like, I know you liked me. I know you thought I was funny. Whether you thought I was funny on stage or not is irrelevant.
Could I answer? Because I think we came up in a time. Sorry to cut you off, Rick, but we came up in a time, and this will answer what you're asking. Is that we came up in a time where like that's gung ho, like you had to be all the way in.
We started together. Almost. You started a little.
I get
before
it,
me.
but we started at a time where everyone else was like, "This is a lifestyle. It's not a."
I know,
and that's what we felt, and that's why. And you have to have that mentality in the beginning. I think if you're planning on doing it as a career, you're not a part timer. You're not a guy that has fucking a day job and then you do this
I don't
once a
think
week.
that I still do not believe that if you want to be in the arts, and let's even say in funny business, and then let's say as a performer, not necessarily a stand-up comic, but also a stand-up comic. You want to do this, there are a lot of skill sets that you could develop not being on stage, which being on stage would cannibalize. You can't have a sketch group and go up every night unless you're absolutely drained. I'm too high maintenance to be always on, believe it or not. So I'll go on stage a couple days a week. I'll do some sketches. I'll do some silly stuff. Then later I'll bring that stuff onto stage. I would write a new set every set. Almost every set was different for years. I don't know if you remember. It would be like you should, and I agree, I should repeat material. But it was a lot of work not on stage, coming up with these ideas and finding inspiration for it. And I felt like I was thinking comedy 24/7, always thinking comedy.
So you're still in it. You're still in it just as
I
much
just
as being
didn't
in
want
it.
to go on stage more than 3 days a week because I had to wait until you have to wait for 3 hours to do 4 minutes. It was, I know, listen, you're not too good for any shows. I really do believe that. However, I did not believe that my time wasn't worth more than waiting 4 hours to do this when it would have benefited me.
But your
what could I
process
do
is different. Your process is different.
That's where this defensiveness is coming out, where we're finally talking about something that we haven't before, which is, I'm not saying you're wrong. I didn't like that you were saying I was. Like I'm some degenerate dad that doesn't spend time with his kids. I am living and breathing this just as much as you are.
Definitely.
I just wasn't on stage more than 2-3 times a week for a while,
I think
which took me a longer time to get where I am. But I'm and by the way, I'm so defensive. I'm really happy with my stand-up now.
Yeah.
For the first time, I think I'm like really good at this.
I got to be honest with you. That's why I was able to piggyback off your conversation, because I realized, man, I really put a lot of resentment, not just on like, I would like judge. And it's like, why am I judging somebody because they don't do what I do? Like, even with my ex, I would go like, you got to write at least 5 pages a day, because she was trying to write. And I'm like, I'm up at 7 a.m. and you're sleeping into 11, and I'd be passive aggressive with friends. You know, I get mad at people going like, do you even want this shit? Then I realized, you know, I've fucked up a lot. Not, you know, man, you ruined that relationship. You fucked this up. Was it worth it, Brent, to have to go and do 50 shows and drive to Santa Barbara for a gig and then back on the way home? Like,
Didn't that suck? Didn't that suck to
but
do? I know you're supposed to do it.
I'm happy I did it. I'm happy I did it. But I think with age and time and experience, I've realized there's different balances. And sometimes I look as a single man without a family at other people who did it a little different. And you know what, because remember, I used to say, I can't have a girlfriend. She'll distract me from my career. There's no way I can ever date anyone.
Behind every strong man is a
and now we're looking at like
woman.
John DeWalt and Allison. They have a family and they're writing for Bad Monkey right now. You know, so it's like, man, fuck it. I guess that was my way. Other people didn't need to do it same way.
That was a big, and you made a joke earlier about
Guys, follow Brent Morin on Instagram.
Please, because I fucking hate doing it. So somebody
Brent, do you
do
have
my
a Venmo?
Instagram. Yeah, it's Brent-Mo.
Amir, you made a joke earlier about Tony
sorry.
Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but I had him on this podcast a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I was friends with him then, and I'm friends with him now. I like Tony. I also think he was a bully and is a bully in a way that's like, he's so good at it. He's so funny at being a bully. And there's so much hate. I went on Kill Tony, and there was so much hate coming from it that I didn't take it personally, but they do not like Jewish people or people that are liberal. Now, I don't think that's really the full demographic, but the amount of comments I get about Jew or snowflake or whatever.
What's a snowflake?
I think it means a very pale liberal.
Really? You don't know? Yeah, just like a...
And these people
like
come
a
up with
pussy?
these...
Oh.
Yeah, well, basically just like the right's way of explaining like a really soft left person or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Snowflake.
Clocked it. Learned something today. Go.
The people online have created, which this is probably more common for Tony and other big podcasters. I realize I've only known about these things when it's involving another big podcaster, because it's probably always happening with them. People like write these soap operas about what things mean what. There's like a TMZ world for big podcasters where they figure out some stuff based on people said in podcasts, but a lot of times they're just way off, and they have these strong points of view of what's happening. You know about this culture?
I love this culture. I'll tell you why. Because it's like it's guys that have no idea. Oh yeah, really? While I'm talking to you? Oh, okay. Well, it's like, Brent, do you know this whole like?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
That was good. That was real good. Out of focus?
No.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
So it's just exactly what you're saying. It's a bunch of people that don't actually know these people making up what their relationships are, right?
Sorry, I was just joking.
That's funny. I don't know if it'll play well, but
I'm here.
That's what I'm saying. I just
like those people that have podcasts that are just about
it's a podcast about other podcasts, and then it's like
weird.
they'll tell their idea of why this guy's friends
and they
with
can be
this guy.
fans of the person too. Like
Right.
they can be fans of the and they're telling what's happened. Like it's not always mean. It's like
interesting.
They're like it's like just it's TMZ for podcasts and
I
telling
like
you what's
the
going
Joke
on.
World. Is that like one? Joke World?
No, well, yeah,
I
that's
like
kind of
some
like a
of them.
professional one. Like
That one's really good.
He's
They're
like
nice
he
to
watches it and
comics.
does stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I guess I guess there's TMZ and then there's CNN.
Yeah,
nice.
And some are real mean, and some are like more nice and just give the news about it.
There were a fair amount. So Tony came on, and Tony was very kind of how you guys were at that time, which I don't know if he still is or not, but it was a moment in time where he was talking about DeWalt. The whole thing became about DeWalt, which was an accident. There was people I remember commented that like I sandbagged Tony to come over so I could defend John. Not at all. I was just planning on just reminiscing of old times, and when he used to just make fun of me, and I was just like, stop making fun of me, and that was the dynamic. While we also made each other laugh, and we're friends with each other. And then we talked about stuff, and then we talked about DeWalt, and then he just was like, "Well, he lost or something, like he gave up because he stopped doing stand up and he started writing." And he was like, he wasn't successful or whatever the term was. I don't remember. I'm paraphrasing, but it was kind of a discussion about the difference of success. To you, successful is this pure thing that you believe you're doing, and his success is starting a family, being in a writer's room, getting to write stories for the types of projects that he grew up doing, what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Stand up was just helping to
John,
find that
I don't
voice.
think he ever really liked stand up. He never liked.
I think he did. I think he did. I don't think he didn't do it that long. I think he likes comedy.
Yeah.
I
and
agree.
stand up lets us be
he
around.
likes comedy.
And he loves
Can I tell a
television
story
comedy,
about
movie comedy?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Can I
yeah,
tell?
We're talking about, by the way, for those of you who don't
John
know, our
DeWalt.
good friend John
Oh,
DeWalt. Allison, I didn't say last name only because I'm like, is that not a public last name? Because she has a private Instagram. But they write together. Everything that they do together.
Too late.
Can I share with the funniest story I have with John?
Yeah.
Love it.
Probably first year of comedy.
Cut to his body.
First year of comedy, dude, and we're driving John's car. Remember John's car? It was like a Toyota Camry or something. The bumper falls off the front. Right? We pull out of a spot. It hangs on the thing. It hung on the curb, and he pulls the thing off. And we're going to an open mic. And then we go and we park. So he had gone too far onto the parking block. He comes back, bumper's off. I'm like, oh, shit. I think I'm a savvy car guy. I go over there. I'm like, dude, it's just a couple clips. I go over there. I smash it. It's already messed up. There's like duct tape on the other side of it, right? So I smash it in there. I'm like, yeah. Because at first we're looking at it. He's like, dude, this is going to cost me $5,000. I go, no, man, I got it. So I smash it back on. We walk away. We both look back at it. We high five. Like we're like 10 feet away from the car. We look back like, dude, we just saved him $5,000. We high five. As we high five, the whole bumper and the lights fall off the fucking car.
Say that again.
That's a fun story. I like that a lot better than his.
What was mine?
I love that joke, Rick.
I don't remember because it didn't land.
All right.
Sorry. I hijacked the podcast for 10
No,
minutes.
dude, that was fucking great.
Oh.
That was great, man.
had
I was
the
just
biggest
pretending I didn't
ass
hear
of
because
you.
my headphones were off. I was just joking. It was great.
I know, it's such a different medium, isn't it? We spent all this time doing stand-up, and the whole goddamn business turned into a radio station. So now it's like, okay, now we got to
Could
do
you fix the
10,000 hours
blanket?
at this. Nah. Yeah, I will.
You don't have to even stand up. Just pick it up a little bit. Yeah, and lean back on that.
Yeah.
Lean back on that. Doesn't sound like a thing you would pretend to punch someone to. Yeah, lean back on that.
Yeah. Why don't you lean back on that, girl? Come on.
Anyway, a lot of people back then believed that way, and
then you grow up.
And I wanted to say thank you for letting me
Be a
give
bad
me
friend.
a space to express myself in a way that maybe was a bit defensive, but it felt nice to say.
Sorry, Rick, can you say that again? My headphones were off.
Sure, yeah. My balls were busted a lot. Sometimes it was playful. A lot of times it was sincerely judgmental by a lot of people, including some of my very, very good friends.
Mm-hmm. Me.
And it's nice for you to say, oh, you were doing it your way. That's okay.
I was racist against work ethic. That's how it felt.
But even that's a little condescending, as if my work ethic was bad.
And it wasn't.
I just wasn't putting it
but
all
but in the beginning,
all the attributes in stand-up.
Exactly.
I was shooting stuff and editing stuff and doing improv classes and
That
setting
guy
up my
and
own
his friend.
improv shows
That guy
and
and his
writing
friend.
sketches and writing
Yeah.
a different bit for every set. I was constantly
all right.
constantly
I believe you.
working on it.
One of my favorite Rick stories is after John DeWalt's bumper fell off again. Remember we were at the Comedy Store and I said to Rick, we're like back in the green room in the belly room, and he's got a notebook and he's like written down a bunch of jokes and all this shit. And I go, I think he even typed it out. And I go, what are you even doing with that? You're not going to do any of that. Like I go, what are you going to do? And he goes, shut up, man. Yeah, I worked on this. And then right before he goes on stage, he goes, hey, can you tape this? I want to mumble my whole set. That shit was so fucking great. I love those risks. Like, okay, I'm going to try something that's probably not going to work, but I'm going to try it. Like, I was like, well, that's brave.
I thought at that time you were like the first couple of years of comedy when we met, you were doing stand up every night.
Yeah.
And then you took a shift where you stopped doing it. And that's why I was like, because in my head, I think I was like, oh, well, if he's doing, why the fuck is he doing that? It doesn't make sense. Like, well, that at that time, I didn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But now I get it.
I took a few 4 nights off a week to do other stuff.
And certainly now is a time where you can do that. And there's so much, because we didn't have social media in the very beginning. We didn't. Right? Like it wasn't like crazy as it is now. So now it's like you almost have to do all that other stuff.
Yeah.
You get me? Like that's more important than the other shit. Getting up after, you've gotten comfortable on stage, right?
Yeah. You got to find a separate part of at least for me, a separate part of my brain to put the work ethic I did for stand-up into my fucking social media or podcast or YouTubing. And it's a lot of work. For anybody watching at home, as silly as we are, what I've noticed from some of my close friends, our close friends, who have these podcasts, it's all fucking week. And then you got to get a guest in, but you're on the road, you're doing that. I mean, it's a whole other job. So it's a completely different work ethic thing, bullshit, fucking, I don't even know anymore.
I have a perspective that's going
I
to
gave
be...
up on myself right there.
That's gonna sound...
John's bumper fell off.
yeah. Brent's bumper. Nah, John's bumper. That was better. Just how he started. You win.
Rick, what were you saying?
I have a perspective that's going to sound...
prolific?
No.
Odd? Weird?
Patronizing. I don't mean it that way.
So say it.
I don't think about it like that at all.
How dare you?
Yeah. That, my friend.
I don't think about all the things you have to do. I almost exclusively think about doing the things I want to do. And the littlest bit of effort goes into just make sure you do it every week.
Great.
Just set up the cameras even on the days you don't want to. Like getting something done when motivated is very easy, but not to be motivated, not to be inspired, and to keep it going is a decision that you have to make.
Yeah.
That is just about being responsible, having work ethic.
Yeah, it's like what Mike Tyson said.
What do you say?
Do it. You got it. You're right here.
It's like doing. It's like you guys do this. I want to talk about it.
Hey, Amir, I'd like to have a serious moment with you. I'd like to have a serious moment with you.
Yeah.
You're so good at doing them, yet when you're asked to do them, sometimes you make fun of the person who does them, which is funny. But right now, I really want to hear you do Mike Tyson saying,
I was a fucking bad guy. I was a bad guy. I was just robbing people. And when I was in the neighborhood, I just was getting fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's
But what were you saying that Mike Tyson says that I said?
If you gotta do the stuff that you don't want to do when you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what he's doing? He's doing Mike Tyson in hotboxing. Right?
Could you do a Bruce Lee impression?
Oh. If I tell you I'm good, you say that I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you say that I'm obviously lying. but if I kick you in the mouth, you shut the fuck up. And that
was good.
is Bruce Lee.
That was good. And this is Bob Dylan. Letting you know, you fell down on a windy and around, got you down on my fire. Mm-hmm.
So my advice is,
and this is Nathan Lane.
do what you want to do, but commit to it.
And Robin Williams. Oh, not bad. All right, everybody else tired?
No, I want to keep talking.
I'll keep talking all night. I don't have a show until 11:10.
I thought it was 8:10.
Oh, 8:10, sorry. Well, it's 7:04. Huh?
Where's the show?
Comedy Store.
Yeah, we used to do shows all the time. We met at the Haha Cafe.
That's right. And you had a girlfriend at the time.
Didn't I?
You did.
And you came in, and I was hosting.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember. Something happened with $5 or something?
No, it was with Rico, who's passed away since.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rico was giving me shit, and you came out and defended me.
Why did I defend you if I didn't know you? Because that's the kind of guy I am.
Yeah.
No, but was there a reason? Did we meet?
No, I don't think we met before. And then you were like, "Hey, man, he just wants to get on."
Yeah,
like,
I think I remember that. I remember I was
it was
just
like a
wanting to
movie.
put you up.
It was like a movie.
That
like
was $5 to get to do the open mic.
Yeah, no, it wasn't about the money. It was like he was like, "It's over. Like the show's over." Like he's like this Boston guy. And then I was like, "But there's a bunch of people still like going on, you know?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Look, we don't have time for you," because he wanted to go home or something. It was whatever. He wanted to stop the show, but you were still doing the open mic and you were hosting it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you were like, "Hey, man, you came up and defended me and was like, oh, why don't you let him go on? He just wants to go on."
And now you're in a pyramid movie.
Oh.
That's what it was about, but it was cool.
But I was there a lot.
Yeah, we were there every night, I thought.
I remember you were one of those guys that would, I'll just say it, bark and pass out tickets. And I remember I went with you once in Universal area where the City Walk Chinese restaurant is.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we were giving out tickets to people there and we were just joking around. It was really fun doing it. And I smelt the orange chicken in that restaurant. And if I also remember correctly, I asked somebody what it was. And was this you? Did you tell me? And you know who that was? It was a black guy from the first viral video on YouTube. I can't remember what it is. Like Yellow Thunder. Or does anyone know what I'm talking about? I don't even remember. But you knew who it was, I thought.
I did?
I think so.
I remember the orange chicken thing.
And then I went back to it, and it was so good. I think I asked that guy for a piece of it, and he gave it to me or something.
Could have been up Lancashire.
Dude, you know what I'm doing now? When I have leftover food at a restaurant, and it's a lot of ice cream, because sometimes they give me too much ice cream, I'll use a separate spoon, I'll put it in a bowl, and I'll ask the tables around me if they want it. I'm not going to interrupt, like if there's somebody like having a business meeting. But like you vibe it out, you look kind of like when you're giving a homeless person money, or want to get him a treat, but he isn't making eye contact with you, and you don't want to ask him because what if he's not homeless?
Dude,
so you walk by a couple times until you lock eyes, and then does he look at you like he wants something?
I mean,
do you ever ask a homeless person? Do you ever think I don't want to insult them? But also here's the truth: sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes I don't want to give you something, and I'm not.
Yeah. So,
I'm not going to be guilted into it.
Great.
I will not be guilted into it. Campanelli would not get money out of me in that way. You know what I say?
They didn't do enough sets.
I say not today. I say not today because sometimes I feel it's a little manipulative. When you're going through the in and out, I'm always buying dinner for at least two. Me and some fucking guy who's like, just in case he needs this, I could get him a number two. But it adds up.
Yeah.
And I also... What about when you buy it for somebody and then by the time you get through the line, the people like, hey, you're loitering, you have to leave. And they leave and I'm stuck with a sandwich with stuff on it that I will not eat.
I shall not eat. And I wouldn't even think about eating.
It's cheese. I'm not going to get...
Suckers.
I remember I once, I was in an Uber and...
ooh la la.
DeWalt, I think DeWalt and I were in an Uber, and DeWalt was in the back, And this was, I think, during Undateable season 1.
Yeah.
I just started cashing some checks for the first time.
Cha-ching.
And there was a homeless guy or girl, I don't remember, but I remember being like, this person, I want to give this person money. And all I had was a $100 bill. Now, I'm not saying, giving $100 bills is so big. I'm also not saying, whoa, look how big I got. I just want to say the facts. I want to tell the story without ego. Relax. I gave $100 without ego. The whole story is about ego. I gave $100 and I handed it to, you know what? Yes. I gave it to the driver to give to the person. I remember this because I remember thinking, like, is the driver expecting this kind of tip? Because I'm not going to. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
I'm not giving a $100 tip.
To tip a homeless guy and then not tip the Uber guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Buddy, I'm out of tip money for the day.
Wow.
Well.
So I gave it to the driver, and the driver said, this is from him to the homeless person, or the person needing money at least. I don't know if they were homeless, but they wanted to wait there, and they did a good job. And I gave him the money, and then it says from him. And then from the back seat, John goes, because the guy goes, thank you. And John goes, you're welcome.
Nice.
Oh, he took the credit. He took the credit. He took the you're welcome.
I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
What am I going to do? No, it's from me, not him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you said you snuck in there that, I don't even know if they were homeless, but so you just gave a random dirty girl
that's
on the
crazy.
Street just money out a window.
You've never dated a dirty girl?
All the time, but she might just be going to Trader
maybe
Joe's.
There was kids. Maybe there was kids. I don't remember what it was. I just remember thinking, I'm feeling like I want to give this person money. I made the decision. All I had was this bill. I didn't feel like asking for change. I gave them the money because I felt like maybe they weren't homeless. Maybe they had a home but still didn't know where dinner was.
To do.
I don't think you're wrong.
No.
I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely... Dude, to see somebody walking and go, I got to give them money. You thought that?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Good.
I'm saying if I think that, I will not do it.
Right. But in this case,
I
you were
wanted
sitting
to.
in the back seat.
No,
you
I was
saw him.
I was in the front seat. John was in the back seat. I was in an Uber. I saw this person and felt like they needed help for whatever reason, whatever chemistry was in my mind. I was like, this is one of those times where I'm going to be more generous than I would be if I wasn't.
Was the guy holding a sign?
Buddy, I don't know this person.
Was the guy holding a sign?
Was the guy clearly homeless or not?
I don't remember.
It's not that hard of a freaking question, dude.
It was 10 years ago. I don't remember. All I remember is John took my you're welcome.
Well, in John's defense, he was in the back seat. You could have looked like security, and the guy that you gave the money to may have thought it was from him.
He took my you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
But
he took my thank you.
The point is, you gave money to a guy that you didn't know was homeless. That's insane.
Or girl. We don't.
You know what else is insane? You giving money to the fucking Red Cross because sometimes the money doesn't go where it's supposed to go.
The Red
but
Cross
if you do it enough
does.
And you do it with pure intention and you're able to, every now and then, silver lining, I help somebody who really needed it. Sometimes when you give a really big tip, you do it because the service was great. Sometimes you do it because you feel like this person would benefit a lot more from $50 than you would.
Sure.
And in that moment, you decide, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to judge that person or myself. I'm only judging John for taking my thank you.
Okay, here's my point. All right? I'm walking across the street. I'm having a fine day. Some asshole shoves his hand out the window, gives me $100.
Yeah.
Deep burn. I say, I look like I need it. You know what I'm saying? That's where
how
I'm
this
coming
started.
from.
Yeah.
So you're not helping every now and then.
But that's how it started. I even said,
Ruined
I'm not
that
going to
guy's
offer a
day.
homeless person anything if we don't make eye contact first because I don't want to assume. I want them to look at me and say, could you get me something to eat? I'm not just going to give them my hoagie.
Thank you.
That's how it started, man. And I'm not going to feel bullied every time I go to Rite Aid to give to UNICEF or the fucking ACAPA or whatever the fuck. Every now and then I will. But you know what these organizations are doing? They're not taking cash anymore because then these people could steal. Well, guess what? I'm not going to pull out my credit card and give it to two random people because they told me, don't worry, it's safe. You know what's safe? Getting cash out of me. You know it's not? Me giving you my credit card number. I don't want people to think that I don't care about cats when the guy says you want to give money and I say, I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't care about cats.
But sometimes you want to give.
And sometimes you want to get away. Southwest Airlines.
You ever walk by a meter and you see there's only 1 minute left, or you see it's out and
Do
you
you
put a little
pay it?
money in it?
No, I would never do
I
that
can
for anybody.
honestly-
You better have your own time and your own
I don't
head.
always do it. I don't always look for it. But if I see it, I'll do it. And there's a good chance that person will be back in that minute. But why not? Wouldn't you want somebody to do it for you?
I would think you were
100%.
being passive aggressive. If I was getting my hair cut and I knew I had 1 minute.
Oh, I figured you were going to take a little bit longer than you promised. Like that?
Yeah. And then I'd be like,
Later, bud.
All right, you really pissed me off.
You gave a guy money.
She's funny.
I
Where are you going?
want to smoke a little more. It wore off.
Okay. You know what? Speaking of war off, I'd like to say the same thing to Ukraine and Russia. It's time we turn the war off. War off. What did you say? War off. War off. W-A-R-W-O-A-R. Is that how you spell war off? W-O-A-R? Brent?
Let me inject you.
I mean, I think the podcast is over, but I'm just having a good time.
This is your side, isn't it? That's what's happening right now.
Right?
You got something to drink, pal?
Yeah, drink fridge.
Oh.
You want like a soda?
No.
Or tea?
This is a drink fridge?
You want soda, tea?
That's a drink fridge?
That's kind of cool.
What do you want, Brent?
What they got? Sprite?
Stop messing around. What have they got?
You know what? I normally don't do this. I would have a soda.
Which one?
Dr. Pepper, please.
Do these not pull out?
Yeah, they do. Unlike your dad when he slapped your mom with a whole bunch of cum to make you be born.
What a great selection of drinks, pal.
I mean, it is
You
true.
really did it. You really
Look at the other drawers are more organized. That's kind of just like the, random drawer.
Now, if you had
It's
a
like
Coke
trying to buy a
Zero, I
gun.
would be pissed. You don't have Coke Zero?
Can I have that Dr. Pepper?
Of course.
You really like Coke Zero?
Man, I haven't had a soda maybe since, out of a movie theater, and I don't know how long.
Oh, that's a cannabis drink. I can't do this.
I keep pulling out the same drawer.
I mean, Mike's Hard Lemonade?
Should we
What
get
are you, a
drunk?
retired Jewish woman? What are those?
I was actually sponsored. I had a sponsor for Mike's Hard Lemonade. Cut to the sponsor. Can I tell you something? I used to drink a lot, and the reason I used to drink a lot is because I used to work. I worked at a nursery, like a plant nursery, and I had to get there. I don't remember, like 7 something, like early, and I wouldn't usually work full days. I would usually work half days.
Okay.
But one summer, one of the people left, and I had to work full days, 4 days a week. And I would come home and I would be stressed and I'd be dirty, and I just sometimes needed to crack a nice Mike Hard Lemonade to unwind. I would watch Breaking
Oops,
Bad.
cut. So you said Mike Hard
yeah.
Lemonade. Let's take it again.
I used to work at a nursery. I had to wake up early.
We can just do a pickup of the last shot. So I want you to look up to the camera and you'll just say, and I would crack a.
And I was so stressed, so I would get home and I was stressed and I just get to get the unwind part out, don't I?
Oh, sure.
I was so stressed I needed to unwind, and the only way I could do it was to crack a nice Mike's Hard Lemonade. Drink responsibly.
Oh, cut. So you were kind of grimacing a little bit before you tasted it. Have you had this drink before?
No, I don't really like this kind of stuff.
This doesn't have anything in it,
Will
right?
you close the bottom?
Nah.
Sure.
Not with your feet, man.
It's all good.
Oh, all
He's
right,
got
cool.
the best feet in town. He just changed his socks.
Look how defensive you are even for him. I mean, he just changed his socks. How do you know what he's done with his socks?
The socks are dirty.
Exactly.
Same socks for 3 weeks.
How do you know what he did with the socks? Why'd you tell me that he just cleaned them? Or just put on
What do you
clean
mean?
socks?
I got his bat.
Exactly.
Thanks,
because
Brent.
because you're lying.
No, he's not lying. He's my homie.
But he doesn't know that.
I don't know what his socks are doing.
You were pacifying me, dude.
Is there a leak in
You
here?
don't know about his socks. And because I'm such a skeptic, I realized that quickly.
It's pronounced
thank goodness.
septic.
Oh, this sounded like when earlier when you did the open the can.
Nice.
Very nice.
Gulp, 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 gulp.
It's candy. It tastes like candy.
It is.
It's
It's
candy.
70 grams of sugar, you
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
24 grams.
Yeah. That's
Which
what
is
I-
actually 3
Per
less
sip.
than elders that I had sex with in June.
24 grams, 3.
Well,
a 21-year-old?
No, I was saying I've had sex with, I don't remember how I said it, but either 21 or 27 grandmas.
Oh, grandmas. Oh.
Dude, I have a great John Campanelli grandma story that I'll save for another time. Go to my Patreon. I have a great, oh man, what a great one.
All right, I would love to hear it.
Can I tell it? Nah.
Yes. Could I eat a slice of my goop pizza without giving you guys any?
What a crazy thing to say.
You could take some home. I just don't want you eating on the couch with the way the blanket's falling. I'll wait.
Yeah, I would wait.
I'll wait. I'll wait to eat mine too.
Have you gone to over there?
How about Sipacaconis?
I know I always get the name
Bleep
wrong,
it.
but or whatever it is, it's pretty
Stop
good.
saying that.
Seriously,
yeah. Hey, I gotta go if he's gonna keep talking like this.
Yeah, I just don't trust.
Oh my God, dude.
What is that wrong to say? Aren't I
That
entitled?
is, ay.
They have
All right.
wide mouths.
All right, what are you thinking?
What am I thinking?
Yeah.
That's
What's been the
I'm thinking I'm stoned in that I have the instinct to go to.
I'll go eat with you guys. I have 15 minutes.
All right, I think that's the end of the podcast then.
Hell
What
yeah.
the hell?
You want to talk some more?
We're just having a great time.
I'm having a great time.
I'm having a blast.
I think it's so interesting. And
It's the hardest I've laughed since I've been here, I think. Oh, I'm a big cutoff guy. Hi, Mike Cutoff.
Mike Cutoff.
you know what? You remind me of the combination between Mike Cutoff and whatever the character's name that Tom Cruise plays in Mission Impossible. What's his name?
Thomas Crown Affair.
Oh, Ethan Hunt. That's right.
Oh,
You remind me of Mike Hunt.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, man.
It blew my mind.
Yeah, this motherfucker stole my jokes. Do you remember Mike Dick?
Yeah,
Do you remember that guy?
Yeah. Oh, the guy.
This motherfucker never
I thought
laughed.
you said, do I remember your dick? And of
No,
course I
Mike
did.
Dick. Do you remember him from the Haha?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I do. I know Mike Dick.
He was great.
I don't remember things very much when it's people.
By the way, shout out to the Haha Cafe. I actually think they might have the best food of the comedy clubs in LA.
I think this Dr. Pepper gave me a stomach ache.
Dude. Sometimes I'm like, well, fuck it. Maybe I'll just go to
The Ha Cafe kitchen that's about to go out of business just got so excited that they heard this, and then it got derailed by this Dr. Pepper gave me a stomach ache, and they're like, you're like, what were we talking about? Because you're supposed to plug it for them. Anyway, and they're just like, no. But you know who's really losing is all the people who could have enjoyed such a great meal.
Comedy and Magic, I hear, is great, but I've never played it.
You've never played Comedy Magic Club? They have the best food.
I haven't
Yeah,
either.
that's what I've heard.
I'll tell you the best food in the country is best food at a comedy club in the country.
What?
Hilarities.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I just met that guy. That club looks great. Go to Hilarities in Cleveland.
But they're because it's like a proper restaurant upstairs. It's like a good restaurant that they serve downstairs. And whenever I go, I like to get the steak, and I like to get some sweet peppers, and I get some French fries with a side of honey. I put a little barbecue sauce in that honey. I put a little hot sauce in that barbecue honey.
Nice.
And every now and then,
Kevin Spacey from House of Cards. Hey, you guys can't live without me. I know what you're thinking.
You think I'm not going to do the job? I haven't seen House of Cards.
See, I haven't seen House of Cards. You know what I've
But
seen?
you know him from The
You know what I-
Negotiator, which used to be one of my favorite
But
movies.
you know what I've seen that made me reminded me of what you were doing was his video that he did. Remember after his allegations where he's like he's cooking Thanksgiving dinner and he's like you guys couldn't live without me, could you?
Yeah. He just decided, like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hire a crew, and I am just going to fucking play this character. You guys think I'm wrong, but I can be. I really don't
But you know the
show.
video.
Yes,
Show
but I
a
do know
second
the
of it.
video.
Because I can promise you this. If I didn't pay the price for the things we both know I did do, I'm certainly not going to pay the price for the things I didn't do.
And there's a part in it, if you could show that, where he's literally cutting a turkey, but it looks like he's jacking off, like just out of frame.
They're just dying to have me declare that everything said is true and that I got what I deserve.
I can't believe you put that out.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, what a bad call by
Dude,
you.
but we had a reshoot when we came back, so we're wearing the same clothes, but our facial hair is a little bit different.
You want me to shave? I will.
Yeah, I've thought about wanting to do an episode where we take breaks like 12 to 20 times, and I will have a beard, and I just am trimming my beard a little bit throughout it, so it just keeps going.
We did it on the episode, the last episode we did, I thought. Didn't we change outfits and stuff?
Yeah, I've done a whole bunch of change
Right,
stuff.
right.
This is I don't remember that. Maybe we even did something with a mustache.
We did. You had a mustache and then you shaved it. And then you had a fake mustache.
Sure, but that's a different mustache gag as far as I'm concerned. I want to do it where I'm suddenly.
You think Mountain Burrow ever dealt with that, where he's just repeating, "What if I shave my face and I do, Mr. Burrows? You did that on fucking."
All right, so I watched Tombstone. I watched Tombstone for the first time yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So shout out to the movie The Negotiator and Tombstone. A couple of 90s movies that are really, really good. What was I would guess Tombstone was 93 and The Negotiator was 98, 99?
Maybe.
I would say, yeah. I would say early 90s for Tombstone for sure.
Love Tombstone. You know what I watched on the plane coming back is Father of the Bride.
So good.
Father of the Bride, what a great movie.
Great movie.
Negotiator 98.
Oh, you were right.
And yeah, that Tombstone was way before that.
93 was my guess.
Tombstone. Well, I'm dying.
93.
Perfect.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Wow.
Absolutely the coolest.
1 year after President
Yeah,
Clinton
nailed it,
came into
dude.
office.
Absolutely nailed
Remember
it.
President
Keep going.
Clinton?
Yeah.
I remember sitting on the living room steps when he was elected. I was just being born.
Clinton?
Yeah.
That's right. You
Hillary.
know.
Oh, that's right. I was just talking about my dreams because I'm such a fucking libtard.
Yeah, you're a snowflake.
But I will tell you, back to Tony and that show. That show is fucking awesome.
Which one?
It is?
I've only seen it a few times.
The what?
Kill
the
Tony.
episode? Oh, the show. Yeah, the
show's
show
awesome.
idea is amazing. Yeah. I mean, it's like a perfect thing, and you're seeing.
Can you fix the
You're seeing. I mean, comics starting out as well as like you see the whole process of it, and it's so entertaining.
There's a full fucking awesome band. Sometimes people come out and they play the guitar.
Yeah.
You have a different. I'm sure I would like some episodes more than others based on whoever the judges are.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them that they have on are just so good at that
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you something. I went on it. I had such a good time. I thought it went really well. I really did.
And they ate you up in the comments. Or
And then
something?
afterwards, this guy needs to be punched. You know, this fucking Jew is this. Oh, you could tell he voted for Kamala or whatever the fuck. Like just stuff that was just like they had their this guy was a Nepo baby. I've been getting a lot of Nepo baby stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People think that my parents were really rich. My dad literally has 0 customers at his drugstore because everybody there is family.
We've got you covered.
Nice.
Very nice.
And I had a good time. I really did.
All right.
Well,
why are you guys so sad now?
I'm not
I
sad
didn't
at
get
all.
sad. I have a headache from laughing.
Let's call it.
Call it up. Let's call John again, please.
We just did a boy.
Can we call John again?
Sure.
Is he on stage?
But he got there a few hours before showtime, so no.
I am phenomenal.
Hey, John, we were going live actually, and we wanted to tell you a couple of the comments. Brent, you want to start?
Yeah. This guy sounds sexy, but he just seems a little insecure.
Rick, you want to go?
Yeah. This guy sounds like he's really having a hard time. I feel bad for him.
I guess I'll do one. I guess I'll do one. Man, I don't think everyone's out to get him. I think he just is a good guy with a weird perspective. That was written on Reddit straight from the thing.
Yeah. Oh, somebody commented underneath.
Let me see.
Yeah, I kind of get that vibe too. I wish this guy would just believe in himself. Hashtag sexy voice.
Oh, wait. There's a new one that just came in under that one. It was the same guy that wrote the other one. Hey,
I think
this
he's really
guy's really
hot.
good. He shouldn't be worried at all about anything else that anybody else is doing. He should focus on his own stuff.
I just Googled him. Looks like he could really throw the ball. He's a handsome man. I wish he'd be so hard on himself.
Rick, do you want to go? Read that other one. Read that last one.
Yeah. I've seen this guy perform before in New York. He is so funny. I would love to see him do a full hour.
Wow. Oh, dude, there's some really good ones right here. Oh, I saw this guy at the Improv Lab. Wasn't expecting much, but was pleasantly surprised. This guy is funnier than most comics with Netflix specials.
Whoa. Wow. That's awesome.
That's a good one. Brent,
Yeah,
do you want to go?
somebody's replying to that comment. Yeah, dude, I think I was at that show too. Came to see that Brent Morin guy, but man, is he wordy. Thank God for John. Thank God for John. Well, I'm just saying, somebody wrote.
Rick, did you want to read that last one?
Oh, yeah, this one's interesting. I saw him live once before, and honest to goodness, I thought if I could sit on the speaker, I would probably come from the vibrations of his hashtag nice, sexy voice.
Damn.
Oh, I think it's the same guy from before.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one.
It is.
Holy crap. Is this the same guy that I saw one time in Washington, D.C. who stole the freaking show? ... Yes, it is. John Campanelli. I just Googled it. He was the guy. I couldn't remember. Anyways, he was great.
Oh.
and that's the most John Campanelli thing you've ever said.
And that's the show.
God damn it, Amy. That's so funny.
Go find John DeWalt on all social media and don't get a show
John
for kids
Campanelli.
like
You said John DeWalt.
Did I? Are we still podcasting?
Dude, three-way John.
John Campanelli. I'm going to ask you a question, and if you get the right answer, which is only the first answer that you say, within 3 seconds, the three of us will each give you $100, totaling $300 that you could then use to pay one of us $300 to do anything you want to you. Okay. Okay, so here it is. How many grams of sugar are in a 7.5 fluid ounce can of Dr. Pepper? Go. 1, 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. You already guessed 7.5. It was 3. It was 3 grams. If you said that, you would have won. Okay, fine. What's your final answer? You were even off. You were even more off. Brent's a moron. You're a moron because a can of Dr. Pepper doesn't have 3 grams of sugar. If it did, I would literally come to it. It has 24 grams of sugar, friend. I know. I had a little treat. I am a little stoned. I'm having a treat with my friends. Thank you. Maybe I'll start doing that on stage.
So is the comedy club open yet? You've been kind of roaming around Ontario on your own.
Why? How?
Hey, John, I'm going to give you the best advice I've ever given anyone. There's an indoor skydiving place. Go in there. Don't wear a parachute.
Why?
Yeah, you don't have to wear a parachute.
Why? It just gives you like cold air?
Yeah.
It's like that.
And it wakes you up. I did it once.
Like a cryo chamber, but with wind?
Yeah, I did it once.
It's
never
terrifying.
felt the same. It's right next to you, dude. Go in there, and it's the worst experience you'll ever have. Trust me. The guy comes in there. You skydive for 2 minutes, and it's the most weird shit ever. And the guy's pretty much groping you the whole time. And then he gets in there and goes, "Now watch this." And then it's pretty much just a whole thing so you can watch how good he is at it. I swear to God.
You're cut off.
Am I?
Yeah.
Shit.
Of the wide. It's all good.
All right.
I think. Maybe you're not.
Oh my God. Where do you live? Where do you live?
We're walking around like a widower. What are you just doing?
You bought cargo shorts at American Eagle just now?
That's a good deal. Yeah, do you like them? Will you send us pictures so we could see?
Did you just go on speakerphone to try them on? Are you looking at yourself in the shorts in the mirror? Oh my God, I know exactly.
Just show me the
what you're
kinds that
talking
you
about.
got.
Put them on and take a picture.
Nice.
Yeah. Do they blouse out? Oh, ladies.
Ladies love
You hear
me.
that? He loves his mom. And he likes to walk around malls during summer break.
Oh, these are real nice. Look at these.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
That's a great deal.
Well, well, then it's confusing because people are sending you money already. That's just a better deal for you.
John, why? Oh no, it is live. Hold on, another comment just came in. I can't believe this sexy guy wears drawstring shorts. I've always wanted to get into them, never had the confidence. John, if you're still listening, please tell me how I can get the confidence to wear drawstring shorts too.
Close.
I don't know if
Close,
it'd
but
be
no
crazy.
cigar.
Oh, there's another comment about your string shorts. I want to take that string off and have it wrap around my neck, and he can call me daddy. Wow.
Rick, do you want to read that other one that just came in?
That guy is... Not yet?
Well, not yet, of course. Oh, I can't wait to... Hold on. Another one.
This guy is so funny. I think I saw him at that club in Burbank. I wonder why I don't see him on stage more.
Oh, they're talking about flappers. They're talking about flappers.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it must be.
Yeah. It's on the feed right now.
Yeah, it's Discord. It's in my private channel on Discord. Sign up for my Discord.
Well, live it's 3,040. Is that what you're getting on your thing?
Yeah, it's about 3,000 watching live, but then we post it up later. Don't, whatever he's going to ask, don't do, because I don't like this.
Don't do this.
Don't do it. Do not do it until this comes out. I tell people that. Because part of the benefit of them seeing this is it's private. Not other people get to see it, and they can't have any spoilers of anything. No. If I'm going to look through John... I'm going to ask John to tell me who DMs, and if I do and I find out, you're booted from it.
Here's not a good comment. I'm not going to read this one. Fuck. Rick, come on, dude. That's not...
Well, there goes the treat.
Oh. Guys, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
We're adults. John, there's no comments, you monkey.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, now you have to bleep it because you're making it seem like you meant something bad. I wouldn't have even thought that, but bleep it. No, bullshit. If you tell me who it is and I'm taking them out.
Did it say Amy? Did it say Amy?
Jonas Brothers? Yeah.
Well, he's blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know you're lying, and let me tell you how I know. Because if you were reading the message, which you implied that you were, by the way, you were discovering Jonas after fourth instead of recalling something that you knew, it's because you were looking at it. And if you were looking at it, the message would be up with a name. You paused too long to come up with what the message was going to say after start. But you know what? It's real quiet in here. I'm pointing to my brain. I got a lot of time and space. This is what I do for a living, my friend. Yeah. And now that you're lying to me, we're gonna make sure that we bleep his Instagram handle and his name. Everything that we said, no one's gonna know who he is unless they recognize his voice. Yeah. That's what happens when you lie to Dr. Glassman.
And
great
all the
call.
People in your
so
head.
Only the people that are watching this live know that it's John Campanelli.
Bleep
but
it.
Everybody else, John Campanelli will never be said because John Campanelli fucked up.
Well, someone's got to be.
And put a filter on his voice so it doesn't even sound like him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you psychoanalyzing me? Interesting.
Hey, mystery guest, I got a question for you.
Good. Good mystery guest.
So how would people know you if they don't know your name? How would they know who we're talking to? What's something you could tell this audience that would for sure fire away find out it was John Campanelli? Go.
Chumbawamba.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything you want to plug, mystery person?
Bleep it.
Bleeped.
Bleeped.
We could keep that. Go if you want to see mystery person. Where can they see you? What dates? Because they're not going to be able to look up your site or anything.
They have to figure it out. So
July 1st. But which show? Which room? I think this episode's going to come out. I think this episode's going to come out after that.
I'm getting word. Hold on. I'm getting word on the live feed. It's actually the Stanford. Hey, what did you say you were playing? No. John, where did you say you were playing the last one? Because I'm getting a new comment here. I wonder if this is. Oh my God. New York Comedy Club Stanford shows have been canceled due to low ticket sales. I just tried to purchase.
Read it again.
Stand-up comedy club Stanford shows have been canceled due to low ticket sales. I just tried to purchase. I read that word for word from the comment that just came in. It's live, mystery person.
Hey, can you stay on the blankets? Keep everything on the blanket.
Sure.
On the phone.
Hey, I'll tell you, Rodney.
Hey, you took my wife. Just the other day, I called John Campanelli.
Youngman.
Huh?
That's Henny Youngman.
Yeah, I know.
Squabble. That's 100
Squabble?
Buffalo.
Why don't you? I mean, okay, I'm coming in hot.
All right, bud. Have a good set.
Hey, John, have a good show.
Hey, if you could tape it and send it to us, I'd love to be able to post a clip from your set in this episode here. So record something and let us either see a bit or do something. Okay.
And if you don't
And
think
you have to say daffodil.
And also just do something. Yeah. Do you remember we used to do that at the Ice House where we had a word we'd have to say?
Yeah.
Hey, Rick, I got something good. Do it as soon as possible. And just so you know,
a week.
Just so you know, John, mystery guest, the face will be blurred. So
you
don't make any
have to
faces.
wear a shirt that has your Instagram name on it. All right, a clip with a shirt that has your Instagram name on it, and you have to say daffodils.
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 Have a good set, bud. Your audio is off to them. Only we could hear you now. They can't. All right.
Daffodils.
Do you think he does it?
Yeah. No, he'll forget. I'd forget. I already forgot.
Yeah. Hey, you want to talk into this?
Nah.
Fellas, I must get going soon.
All right, this was great.
Go too.
All right, anything you guys want to plug?
No, but that was so fun. I could talk for another hour with you.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again soon. And leave comments down below. And make sure to like and subscribe. And follow me, Brent Morin, at Brent Morin.
Oh, also, for the people
Follow
that
him,
don't know,
at Amir K.
there isn't a live Discord. I'm just joking. There is. I do advertise a Discord. It's in the description. I pop in there a bit and chat with people. But I was joking about it being live.
Oh, wait.
for John.
Were you, though? Because I just got another
Oh, what does
comment
it
from
say?
John Campanelli. This John guy sounds really cool. I'd like to meet him. If I wasn't in prison, I would have tried to escape and get out to meet this guy. Sounds so cool.
Wow. Well, there
Cool.
you go, John. Our
John.
mystery guest.
There you go, bud.
And good luck.
Somebody in jail's trying to get a hold of you.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And
This podcast has great support for any prisons and all people in them. Nothing said here is copyrighted by Classy Glassy. Sometimes you got to be a little classy to get a little glassy. Take Your Shoes Off is also brought to you by Sherman, one of the greatest dogs
critics
in the
from,
world.
I was thinking of Sherman from, isn't that his name in The Critic? John Lovitz?
Yeah.
John Lovitz.
Man, that show.
I used to
Did you
love
watch
that
The Critic?
show. Yeah, I used to love that
I
show.
downloaded Tubi so I could watch it again.
Wow. What a great show, man.
Oh man, so good. Shout out to Tubi, by the way, for holding on to that.
Shout out to Quibi. As a matter of fact, while you're at it, because you could flip your phone and watch the thing sideways. That was our thing.
I was on Quibi.
Nice.
Yeah. All
right. Theme music. Hey, can you guys stay there for a second and do one ad with me so I could tease this episode in another episode?
Scoop D. God, I feel like I'm starting to get my grandmother's posture. She had a hunch, you know? Great woman. It happened later in life. She wasn't born there.
All right, guys, I can't for this ad.
I'm just, you know, time gets us all.
Hey, for this ad.
Yeah.
Brent's being so funny right now.
I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Brent's being unbelievably funny right now.
Could this be a tag for the episode then? And now people are seeing how the sausage is made for. If you want to see this ad, you'll have to watch an episode that came out a couple weeks ago. Probably.
In her defense, Grandpa was, you know, her husband was a little rough on her, so it's a lot of tension in the old shoulds.
Theme music.
Scoop D. All right, what are we selling?